Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. Guard.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalize, mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called The Man Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed, remain calm. You on the road and chill, do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S-Guard. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know who it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S-Guard. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean, we about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S.G.O.D. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the orange and blue skies, man. You already know what it is, man. It's Knicks basketball tonight, man. Knicks against the Cleveland Cavaliers from Rocket Arena in Cleveland. Knicks coming in at 48-27 on the season, winners of 3 in a row against the first place Cleveland Cavaliers, who's having an incredible NBA season, man, at 60-15 on the season. Cavs, the number 1 seed overall, man, in the Eastern Conference and stuff like that. For the Knicks, this is their 3rd game against the Cavs. They lost both games against the Cavs. Lost last month by like 37 points. Knicks are like 0-7 against the top 2 teams or top 3 teams in the NBA. So hopefully this is a game like the Knicks, like I said, could be in this game tonight and try to win this game, man. But like I said, it's going to be a little bit tough. Jalen Brunson missing his 14th or his 15th straight game, but the Knicks have won 8-5 in those games. So hopefully, like I said, Knicks could right the ship tonight, man, and beat these Cavs finally for the first time this season, man. Going into the playoffs, that would be a great, for their psyche and stuff like that, man. But like I said, tonight, it looked like Towns will be back in action tonight. He didn't play last night. The Knicks are playing on a back-to-back. They beat the Sixers last night, 105-91 in New York. So they're on the road tonight against the Cleveland Cavaliers, man, against Donovan Mitchell and the Cavaliers. Like I said, Knicks coming in at 48-27, Cavs 60-15 on the season. Let's go Knicks tonight on this back-to-back. Let's see if the Knicks can come away with a victory tonight, man. Man, I want to thank everybody for tapping in, man, to this live stream, Knicks versus Cavs. And if this is your first time to the Man Cave podcast, man, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Also share it on all social media platforms, as well as go subscribe to the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. The link is right there in the chat. Our one centralized location for all of our content, man. Make sure you go subscribe to all the great content creators, myself, the Man Cave podcast, as well as Unpopular Opinion Sports NYG, Big Pat Sports Talk, Leaf Diggy, TP Way the Giant, Mets 2128, Delay of Game. So many more. Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, man, and R0B as well, man. Make sure you go and subscribe. Getting ready for this Knicks versus Cavs. Tip-off will be soon in a couple of minutes, man. Can't wait. Like I said, Knicks had a good game last night against the Sixers that was decimated. The Knicks had some injuries too. Towns didn't play, stuff like that. Deuce McBride has still been out. Cameron Payne's still been out. So those guys are still out tonight, man, for the Knicks. So it'll be DeLon Wright again, Tyler Kolek, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know if Mitchell Robinson's going to play. He might not even play tonight on the back-to-back. So it's just probably Towns playing in Precious Achiuwa tonight. Ariel Hikporti, his injury, got to look at that to see when he'll be reevaluated again, because I know when it happened, it was like 4 to 6 weeks. So that time is coming up around again to see. Like I said, hopefully he'll be ready for the playoffs if he doesn't finish out the regular season. We only got like 7 games left in the regular season, including tonight's game. So, hey, it'll be good for him to come back before the season, man, like a couple of games before the playoffs to get that rust off. But if not, it is what it is. We're just going to go in there into the playoffs with these guys, man. Hopefully we get our guys back, man. Deuce McBride's been out for some games too. Cameron Payne, Jalen Brunson. So those are 3 guys that can really help the team. Need these guys to get back, especially healthy, before the playoffs. And like I said, right now, we are in the third spot in the Eastern Conference. And if the season ends today, we'll be playing the Milwaukee Bucks, team that we've swept this season in 3 games. So that'll be a great matchup for us. But then again, you never know. Damian Lillard's been out. Who knows if he'll come back or if his season is over. So who knows? But they always got the Greek Freak. So anytime you have that potential MVP candidate, it's always going to be a great game. Going to be a tough game. But like I said, man, I just want to see the Knicks tonight, man. Got to compete tonight. Don't want to see all them things you're doing yesterday against the Sixers is all well and good. You need to do it against the top teams. I need these guys to be aggressive tonight, man. Come out and play, get some rebound, pick up the pace against this team, man. And hey, man, like I said, show some competitiveness, man. I want to see you compete tonight against the top teams, man. And like I said, I know most of the season we've been kind of like, off and on with some of the injuries and stuff like that. But hopefully we get all these guys back healthy, get ready for the playoffs, man, and make this playoff push. You know what I'm saying? So we will be ready to go in another couple of minutes, man. Let me get the call it on there. And you see, I'll see who the Cavs lineup will be tonight. I'll see who they start tonight. I know sometimes the Cavs locking up the number 1 seed. I think the magic number is like two games or something like that. So 2 or 3 games. So I mean, they basically going to be entrenched in that first spot. So they could be resting some players towards the end of the season, man. Towards these in the last couple of games, because they want to go in that playoff healthy. So that way, they'll have all their weapons and they will be ready to go. And for the Cavs, man, this is they got the new head coach this season, Kenny Atkinson, man. Great coach, man. He used to coach the Brooklyn Nets, and he went over to the Golden State Warriors, and now he's over with the Cleveland Cavaliers now, first year coach for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they're having a phenomenal season this year, man. So kudos to those guys. Like I said, basically they stay injury prone for majority of the season, which is always a blessing if you could do that. You know what I'm saying? For us, man, we've been a little bit injury prone. Hopefully, like I said, we get our guys back before the playoffs, man. Everybody is there for the playoffs. So that way we can really gauge and see what's going on. Like I said, in the all season, they're going to have to make some little tweaks and things like that. But you already know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? So against the Cavs tonight, man, on national TV, ESPN. Like I said, Towns will be back in the lineup tonight. He was out yesterday, for knee, resting his knee and stuff like that. But he'll be back tonight. So I don't know if Mitchell Robinson going to play, but we'll see what the starting lineups will be and who's available and who's in and who's out. RC, what's good, my bro? Thanks for tapping in. You already know it's game time coming up, man. It's game time. Like I said, last time the Knicks was in Cleveland, man, it was a bloodbath. Hopefully, like I said, this time they can put forth a better effort, man. Again, let's get this dub. The Knicks playing on the back-to-back. You know what I'm saying? They beat the Sixers last night. So the starting lineup for the Knicks will be Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, and DeLon Wright. The veteran will start tonight with Tyler Kolek coming off the bench. Like I said, it looks like McBride and Cameron Payne is still out. Brunson is still out too. So Brunson will be reevaluated sometime this week coming up. All right, so I'm about to tip it off. But like I said, Knicks been a walking wound, and man, they back. Man. They had 3 point guards are out for the Knicks, man. Got to get these guys back. All right, so Towns is about to jump against Jared Allen. All right, the Cavs will have their full cast with Darius Garland, Mobley, Strus, Mitchell, and Allen. All right, Cavs win the tip. Garland with the ball. Garland over to Mobley. Mobley at the top of key, guarded by Josh Hart over to Strus. And the ball over to Mobley. Mobley try to look for a 3-point over to Darius Garland. Shot clock running down. His 3-point shot is no good. Rebounded by Mikal Bridges. And here comes the Knicks. Bridges with the ball. Around the town screen. Bridges in the lane. Out to Josh Hart. Hart with the ball. At the top of the key. Over to Bridges. Bridges to OJ Anunoby in the corner. Back to Towns. Towns out to Josh Hart. Wide open 3-point shot from the elbow. No good. Rebounded by Garland. Here comes the Cavs. Mitchell with the ball. Guarded by Wright. Mitchell in the lane. Shot is up. No good, but he is fouled by Josh Hart. So Mitchell will be at the free throw line. All right, so Mitchell step to the free throw line. All right, Mitchell's first free throw's up, and it's good. Like I said, just want to see how the Knicks gonna play tonight, man. Let's go Knicks. Like I said, let's rev it up tonight. I know it's a back-to-back, but hey, this is a prime time game against the number one team in the to the NBA, right? Let's go. Let's get it on tonight, man. Mitchell's second free throw was good. So the Cavs are up 2-0. Knicks inbound. OG inbounds to Wright. Wright guarded by Garland, picked up full court. Wright with the ball across the timeline. Over to Mikal Bridges around the town screen. Bridges in the lane to Josh Hart. Hart out to DeLon Wright. His 3-point shot from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Allen. Over to Mitchell, and here comes the Cavs. Over to Evan Mobley at the elbow. Over to Strus. Strus, and it is a turnover. Strus stepped out, so it'll be Knicks ball. Yeah, RC, I know you've been tuning into the ladies game, man. Seeing these game, I knew UConn was gonna beat USC without Juju. All right, Knicks with the ball, Bridges over to DeLon Wright. Right over to Towns. Towns with the ball. Those two Bridges down low. Bridges with the ball. Guarded by Mobley. Over to Towns. Towns down the lane. Shot is up. Good and a foul. Foul is on Jared Allen. We're tied 2 up, and Towns will be at the free throw line to finish off the 3-point play. Tyron Hall said, "I'd be lying if I said I expect to win tonight." Yeah, you damn sure would be lying. Neymar, what's good, bro? Thanks for tapping in. Let's go, Knicks. We're going on another win tonight. Let's go. That's right. Salute to Neymar. Salute to Tyrone Hall. Salute to RC. You already know what it is. So, 2 overtime. Jokic. Yeah, I know that was a crazy game. Jokic was 61 points in a double overtime. Going run for run and ain't making big shots. Game was wild. I knew that was going to be a high scoring game. All right, Cavs at the ball. Shoots with the alley-oop to Jared Allen for the dunk. Cavs go up 4-2. Knicks inbounds. OG inbounds to Wright. Right, guarded by Garland. Over to OG. Over to Josh Hart now at the elbow. Down low to OG Anunoby. His shot is up, no good, but he is fouled by Strus. So OG Anunoby will be at the free throw line. Good look. Like I said, moving without the ball, like I said, that's what. Let's say get them in foul trouble, man. Let's go. All right, so. Oh no, they said it's like this is an out of bounds play. I thought he got fouled going for the shot. All right, next to the ball, inbounds to Towns. Towns over to OG Anunoby at the top of the key. OG in the corner to Josh Hart for his 3-point shot from the corner. Good. Knicks go up 5-4. All right. Much needed 3-point from Josh Hart. Cavs inbounds Mobley over to Mitchell. Mitchell with the ball out to Strus. Strus around the Allen screen. Strus in the lane down to Jared Allen. And he is fouled. I thought he got picked. So foul is on the play. Cavs are inbound. He said Russell Westbrook was wearing a Timberwolves jersey under his Nuggets jersey. He was really fussed last night. Yeah, Russ was doing his thing, right? Doing Russ-like things. All right, Cavs inbounds. Garland to Mobley, guarded by Anunoby. Mobley down the lane. Mobley turnaround jump shot up is no good. Rebounded by Towns, and here comes the Knicks. DeLon Wright with the ball over to Bridges. Bridges over to Josh Hart. Running the lane, lays it up and in. Knicks go up 7-4. Good take by Josh Hart. All right, it's Cavs inbound. Strus over to Mitchell. Mitchell to Mobley for a 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Darius Garland. And here comes and the Cavs with the ball. Over to Mobley. Mobley wide open from the corner. Fakes. Comes in. And it is deflected to be Knicks ball. So Knicks will take over. Knicks up 7-4. Early first quarter. 8:46 left to go in the first quarter. Dewani, what's good, bro? You already know what it is. What's good? Orange and blue skies. Let's go. Knicks with the ball. Towns with the ball at the top of the key. Looking. Finds the line right at the elbow. Over to OJ Anunoby. His corner 3-point shot is up and good. Knicks go up 10-4. So Knicks coming out on fire, man. Good way to start the game. Cavs with the ball. Garland with the ball. Guarded by DeLon Wright. Garland in the lane. His jumper shot is up. No good. Rebounded by OJ Anunoby. Here comes the Knicks. OG ahead to Mikal Bridges. Bridges to DeLon Wright. Right. Down to Bridges. Bridges over to Anunoby. Guarded by Strus. Down to Josh Hart. Cutting backdoor good. Knicks go up 12-4. Cavs quickly inbound. Strus over to Garland. Garland with the ball. Down the lane. Looked like he walked. Throws it out to Strus for his corner 3-point shot is good. 12-7 Knicks. Knicks inbounds. OG over to DeLon Wright. Right. With the ball. At the top of at the elbow. Over to Towns. His 3-point shot from the top of the key is good. 15-7. And the Knicks are on fire. Cavs inbounds to Mitchell. Mitchell with the ball at the top of the key. Guarded by Josh Hart around the Jared Allen screen. Goes around the screen. Wide open. Mitchell's 3-point shot from the top. Good. 15-10. And both teams coming out on fire. Wow, okay. Knicks inbounds quickly to OJ Anunoby, running lane down to Josh Hart. Hart shot is up, no good. Looked like he got fouled, but no call. Here comes the Cavs. Strus with the ball over to Mitchell. Mitchell throw it behind the back, and it is turnover. It'll be Knicks ball, but Josh Hart looks like he got clobbered, man. He says early, but something ain't right with the Cavs. Them legs must be soggy, top ramen at this point, man. Yeah. He says CK Tishfon, listen to us having guys cut to the basket. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Guys got to move it out the ball. Got to get a flex offense, a motion offense, a Princeton offense. I don't care what you do, but guys got to keep moving. All right, Knicks with the ball. Bridges over to Towns. Towns in the corner to the right. Back to over to LJ Anunoby. Right down the lane. Throws it back out to Anunoby. His 3-point shot from the corner. Good. OG's been on fire, man. 18-10 Knicks timeout on the floor. 8-point Knicks lead with 6:42 left to go in the first quarter. So at least the Knicks are coming out more competitive in this game, man. You know what I'm saying? Than the last game when they played in Cleveland when they just got blown out from the door. Yeah, if you remember that game, man, that was like last month. Knicks got blown out 142-105, man, in Cleveland, man. That game was over before the start of the second quarter. But like I said, it is early right now. But hey, but the way the Knicks coming out, this is how I want them to start games, man. Start games. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall behind, man. You know what I'm saying? Play with some energy, play with some tempo. And like I said, you can even tell the Knicks play last night, man. They on the back-to-back. So if they coming out like this, that's a good sign, man. Hopefully, like I said, they could keep it going. We say D looking good early. We need to keep it up. Yeah, we do need to keep it up, man. Got to keep it up. Like I said, all these got to make these shots. These guys are making shots now. You know, OG been like I said, over the last like 8-9 games, man. OG been scoring like 28, 31 points, man. So his offense is really like, you know what I'm saying, has helped us, you know, pick up the slack for Brunson. You know what I'm saying? OG and Mikal Bridges on offense have been scoring a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? So that helps a lot. You know what I'm saying? Now we just got to get more bench production. You know, I know some of these guys are out because Cameron Payne and Deuce McBride is out. You know, but Landry Shamet, like the way he was shooting the ball last night in Philadelphia, man. Hopefully he keeps shooting that ball like that tonight in Cleveland because we're going to need that. You know, we're going to need it. I said Knicks coming in at 48-27 on the season. You know, headed for another 50-win season again. But the most important thing is don't matter about the wins, just matter what you do in the playoffs. So the playoffs is right around the corner. Our whole thing is to get these guys back that's out, you know, Brunson, McBride, Cameron Payne, even Eric Porter, you know what I'm saying? He should be back too by the playoffs and stuff like that because like I said, we're gonna need these guys all hands on deck because of foul trouble, injuries, and stuff like that. Hopefully, like I said, we hopefully knock on wood going into the playoffs, man. We be good, man. You know what I'm saying? Finally have our full cast of players and stuff like that. And also, like I said, man, also towards the end of the weekend, man, it's gonna be the final four, man, for the men's and the women's. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of good basketball on this week, man. This week and this weekend. By Monday night, NCAA and the men's will crown their national final four, the championship for the NCAA men's, and also the women's. I think the women's championship game is either Sunday or Tuesday. Will be their national championship game. So, but anyway, look at it. College basketball season will be over by Monday or Tuesday night coming up. So it'll be the end of college basketball now, and just be baseball, WNBA, and hockey right now. And the NBA season will be on through June. Look at Ananobi, man. His last 5 games 35, 28, 31, 28, 27. You know what I'm saying? Tonight he's starting off 2 for 2 right now. 3-point shot, 6 points already, much needed. All right, Cavs with the ball. Allen with the ball over to Struess. Knicks up 18-10. Over to, and it's stolen by DeLon Wright. Right over to Josh Hart. Hart throws it back to DeLon Wright, who lays it up and in 20-10. Cavs quickly inbounds to Darius Garland. Garland guarded by Bridges at the elbow around an Allen screen. Garland in the lane. His floater is up and it's good. 20-12. Knicks come right back. Bridges over to DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright with the ball. Over to Bridges. Bridges over to Hart. Hart at the elbow, guarded by Merrill. Over to OG Anunoby, now guarded by Merrill. OG at the top of the key. OG looking. Throws to DeLon Wright. His elbow 3-point shot is good. And the Knicks go up 23-12. So the Knicks coming out on fire, man, which is a good sign. And here comes the Cavs. Garland with the ball. Across the timeline. Around the Jared Allen screen. Garland. His 3-point shot is up and it's good. Towns never came up, man. It's 23-15. Towns, you got to come up, bro. You can't sit back. Knicks inbound. DeLon Wright with the ball. Over the Bridges, back to Wright. Wright guarded by Garland at the logo. Over to Towns at the elbow. Towns at the 3-point line. Towns down the lane. His fall away jump shot is up and good. 25-15. So the Knicks hot shooting continues. Cavs inbounds to Garland. Across the timeline, around the Jared Allen screen. And Garland over to Struess. To Allen, back to Struess. His 3-point shot from the top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Towns. And he throws the ball away. You got to hold on to that. And it looked like substitution for the Knicks. Precious Achua and Landry Shaman will check into the game. So it'll be Cavs ball. So Towns will take a seat. Knicks up 10 right now. Cavs with the ball. Quickly inbounds. So he looked like he walked. Merrill over to Bryson with a shot. No good. Rebounded by Precious Achua over to Josh Hart. Hart throws to Bridges down in the post. Out to Precious Achua to DeLon Wright. Wright down the lane. Out to Josh Hart. Hart guarded by Garland. Hart. His fadeaway shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Okoro. Okoro with the ball. Looking. Finds Jared Allen. Allen at the top of the key. Over to Merrill around the screen. Merrill around the Jared Allen screen. Throws in the corner to a wide open DeAndre Hunter for his 3-point shot is good. 25-18 Knicks. Knicks inbounds. Shaman inbounds to Hart. Hart with the ball at the top of the key. Guarded by Hunter. Over to Bridges. Bridges around the Achua screen. Bridges down the lane. His fall away jump shot is up and good. 27-18. So the Knicks hot shooting continues. 3:40 left to go in the first quarter. Knicks up by 9. Cavs will inbound. Garland with the ball. over to Okora. Back to Garland. Try to get a 3-point shot. Garland in the lane. Looking. Finds DeAndre Hunter down the lane. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Precious Achiuwa. And here comes the Knicks. Over to DeLon Wright. Wright throws it to Josh Hart in the corner. Landry Shamet back to Hart. Hart guarded by Jared Allen at the elbow. Over back up top to DeLon Wright around Precious Achiuwa screen at the top of the key. Down to Precious. His fall away jump shot in the lane is no good. Rebounded by Merrill. And here comes the Cavs. Merrill over to Garland. Garland around the Allen screen. Back to Jared Allen. Out to Okora in the corner to a wide open DeAndre Hunter for another 3-point shot, and it's good. 27-21. Knicks inbounds. Precious Achiuwa inbounds to Josh Hart. Hart with the ball. Yeah, it was good, D.
It's good. These dudes are playing good.
Shamet with the shot in the lane up and good. 29-21. Okay, Landry. Knicks up by 8. All right, Cavs inbounds. Garland with the ball around the Jared Allen screen. Garland with Bridges. Step back jump shot is up. No good. And saved by the Cavs. And it's stolen by Josh Hart and is out of bounds. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I didn't like they should have saved Mitch for this back to back, but they started him on his birthday, so he played out good yesterday.
Yeah, I know. He had that 14-14, man, against the Sixers. I mean, I know them Sixers came in was injury riddled, but hey, man, Knicks played good last night, man. Like I said, hopefully it carries on tonight. I know it was a back to back. I'm like, shh. But at least they get a rest until Saturday after this game.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, yeah. I like the way Mitch played. The only one I was salty about was Precious 1 for 11. Like, what was he out there doing?
I don't know, man. Like I said, bro, just I think we just concentrate on these, like the close shots and all that shot. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes he gets a little carried away, man, but it's just like grow up strong, man. Just get to the free throw line. If you shooting back, just try to get to that free throw line.
Wait. He was getting carried away. That's how you put it. Okay.
Yeah.
He needs to be more. He needs to concentrate a lot more out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
He had easy buckets, layups. I mean, I'm like,
I know. I see him on some fast breaks, and the ball just got out. I was like, come on, bro. It's
exactly,
just like,
dude. Where's your hands at? Yo, tell him to glue him back to his body or something. But this dude, come on, layups.
I'm like, yo, that's what I'm saying. You know, you'd be like, yo, that's an easy 2. He's ahead of the pack. He's ahead of the pack. That's an easy 2. And he gets the ball, and he just like nigga goes out of bounds. I'm like, how does the ball go out of bounds off of you, bro? There's nobody around you.
Man. Can't catch. I told you. I don't know. This dude has got 2 oven mitts on his for hands or whatever. He just don't put them in his hand to put it up to the basket.
He got Brillo hands, huh? He got Brillo pads for hands and stuff like that.
Something.
The ball hits his hand. The ball hits his hand and it just ricochets.
I'd rather it hit his hand and give an opportunity to catch the ball, but when it hits your hands, I'm like, yo, dude, go sit down somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this is a good start for these dudes so far.
Yeah. Man. Right, man. As long as they competitive in these games, that's all I care about, man. Come out like this. Come out like this, man. That's how you got to start games, man. Especially on a national televised game. You know what I'm saying? Against teams like this, is like, hey, even if you don't win the game, but it got to be competitive. You know what I'm saying? Got to make sure you see competitive. But like I said, with us, man, we just got to get these guards back, man, and be at that full strength, so that way, you know what I'm saying, we can really assess what we got.
This is crazy that this is the longest that we had. 3. That's what I said. That's why stuff like this can happen throughout the season. 3 of our guards is down like that.
Yeah, well, see, that's all. You know, some people like this. You know what I'm saying? That's why. You know, even football, when they talk about the Giants and all stuff, it's like, oh, we already got this player. It's like, bro, injuries is part of the game. People don't even look at the injuries. They just be like, oh, we got these players. That's all we need. It's like, bro, it's not about that. You can say that. That's why the best teams always win, because they had depth. When guys get hurt, they got guys that can fill in for them. But when you always worried about just the starters playing, and that's just like, nah, you need more than just the starters, bro. You need other people. You know what I'm saying? Because the starters ain't gonna be there the whole season. Or it's like they're gonna get hurt, and then when they get hurt, which going, you know what I'm saying, that the drop off is gonna be huge from the next person. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be emasculating because nobody can replace what was there. To be honest.
Mm-hmm. All right, Knicks up 8. Back to action. Cavs inbounds. Mitchell over to Mobley. Mobley to Hunter. Hunter finds a Mitchell all by himself, misses the shot, no good, gets his own rebound. And thank you, Josh Hart, for getting the rebound. Because these dudes around 3 players. I'm like, come on, bro. All right, right with the ball over to Bridges, guarded by Merrill. Merrill trying to play some big time D. Over to Landry Shamet around the screen. Landry looking. Thought about it over to Precious Achua. Achua out to Josh Hart. Hart. His step back 3-point shot is up and good.
That's what we need, though. That's what told you. You wide
32-21.
open. You gotta knock it down. That's all.
No, that's what I'm saying. You got to make the shot. You got to take the shot. Don't be worried about if it's going to make him. Mitchell with the ball. His shot in the lane is up and good. 32-23. Knicks inbounds Achua over to Josh Hart. 1:25 left to go in the quarter. Hart across the timeline, guarded by Mitchell. Looking. Finds Precious Achua, guarded by Mobley at the top of the key. Over to Bridges, who almost loses the ball. My God. Achua with the ball. Achua down the lane, lays it up and in. Good take on Evan Mobley. Get that dude out the lane. 34-23. Get that stick out the lane.
Precious.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a good, strong move. Cavs with the ball. Mitchell guarded by Bridges, and you call a foul on that?
Yes.
Come on, bro.
It's coming.
You calling those type of fouls? I know. It's like you calling those type of fouls. It's like, yo, come on, Towns is getting mugged, though. Brunson is getting mugged, and you come on. That's what I'm saying. Them soft fouls, officials got to lay up for them soft fouls, man. All right, Cavs are inbound. Mitchell. 57 seconds left to go. Over to Mobley. Back to Mitchell, guarded by OG. Over to Merrill. Merrill around the screen. And no Town stepped up. Merrill with the 3-point shot. 34-26 because Town stayed back and guard nobody. 34-26. Knicks with the ball. DeLon Wright. Guarded by Merrill, who's fouling him. You ain't calling no fouls at the top. Merrill fouled the same fouls. Merrill is fouling. It's like he fouling the dude. Over to Town. And he throws the ball away. Fine, right. I don't know what Towns is firing the balls like, but Merrill's going to see. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes the officials be protecting players by not calling fouls, and those are fouls. That's what I'm saying. The guy, he's not a better defender than the other guy. That's what I say. All it is what you call it. If they call it, don't call it. If you got to be consistent as an official, you're going to call it on one end and call it for the other. All right, Cavs with the ball. Mitchell. Across the timeline, guarded by OG Anunoby. And faked the shot, and he's fouling. He'll be going to a free throw line. Cavs are in a bonus anyway.
That's 2 on OG, man.
Yeah, man.
2 fouls.
And like I said, and Donovan Mitchell was passing that ball. If it wasn't I don't even understand how in the early on when OG had that shot in the lane and he got fouled, they told him take it out. Take it out. He was going off for the shot. How he didn't go to the free throw line? I didn't even understand that very early in the game. I was like, that dude got mugged. That dude got mugged putting his shot up. All right. Mitchell's first free throw is good. His second free throw is also good. 28 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Knicks with a 6-point lead, 34-28. And looks like Bridges will check back into the game for Precious Achua these last 28 seconds. As well as Towns. All right, Knicks inbound. 28 seconds left to go.
Oh, my God.
All right. Towns inbounds to DeLon Wright, guarded by Mitchell. Looked like he got fouled. He's holding him the whole way up there. So how's that not fouled? See, this is what I'm talking about. Mitchell is fouling the dude the whole way. How those are not fouls? You see that's what I'm talking about. That right there just blatantly shows you how the corruption in the NBA of fouling is like. They doing it right out in plain daylight. Fouling people. OG down the lane. Throws it up and oh my God, they say he didn't even get fouled.
Nothing.
The Sam Merrill was like, yo, shot is up, no good. But even on that play, DeLon Wright got fouled the whole way by Donovan Mitchell. Like I said, that's what I be saying. When we talk about, these guys are not great defenders. They be fouling the hell out of people. They just don't call it. It's just sometimes, like I said, officials sometimes can make a player play a good defense because they're not going to call it for certain players and they'll call it for other players. You know what I'm saying?
But I just don't understand how he just got that touch foul with Mikel. And
that's what I'm saying.
Hand checking him right in front of the ref and not get a call. Like, what is that?
Listen. Him and Sam Merrill is fouling the hell out of players right there. It's like they putting their hands all on players. It's like, bro, those are fouls. Those are fouls.
Listen,
It's one thing. It's one thing. It's one thing. It's like these dudes are handsy. If you're handsy, you're gonna get called for the fouls, right? They should be called fouls, right? If you're handsy, right? That's all I keep saying. It just depends on what fouls they want to call, and that's not right. Like I said, something is out in the open where you can plainly see it. Like the players is right out there, say you got to call those fouls.
Yeah,
He can't guard the player. It just tell me he can't guard the player. That's what I'm saying. It's the official. It's up to them to call the fouls, and those calls are legit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and Merrill should have 2 fouls or 3 fouls and be sitting down. Donovan Mitchell should have a couple fouls and be sitting down right now. That's what I'm saying. But that's how it is.
They just need to get right. They need to just get righteous with the calls. Don't.
No, I know. But as for me, like I said, I'll make it an emphasis for them to. I'll make it an emphasis for them to call a foul. I'll get an offensive foul by pushing them off or do something to bring it almost like a fight or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? To make the official like, we got to keep this game. Yeah, you want to keep it clean? Make the calls. That's what you got to do. If you pop that dude in his mouth with an elbow, with an elbow or something like that, yeah, he gonna feel that thing. You know what I'm saying? He gonna feel it. He gonna move his neck back, right?
Well, yeah.
So you give him a good pop. You give him a good pop, and they call an offensive foul. I'm good, but he felt that pop that I gave him. You know what I'm saying? He felt that pop. You know what I'm saying? You might even lose a teeth. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with that. D-Dan Sean, what's good, bro? Thanks for tapping in. Tyrone Hall said agreed on the foul, no calls, man. Yeah, man. Stuff is so blatant, man. It's just like, there's one thing that people be like, oh, man, y'all always crying about fouls. Like, bro, have you watched the game and seen that stuff, man? I mean, that's anybody's team, and it's not even being biased because everybody see it on their team. When their team plays, you know what I'm saying? They see those type of fouls. Like I said, our generation, man, we all about like, hey, man, if you're going to call a foul, if you're going to let them play, let them play. Like I said, the way I look at it, man, is like, hey, it's like 21. Every man for themselves. That's the type of fouls you got to call. Fouls that's like matters, you know. So you can't, you know, you're in the court playing 21. You ain't calling no soft touch fouls. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be like, man, get the hell out of here. I ain't giving you the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like that ain't no foul.
It's like if you're gonna make an
foul.
honest game of it, keep it honest. I'd rather you not call the same fouls on both ends and keep the game, realistic versus you see where the pendulum is going with it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If you ain't gonna call no fouls, don't call no fouls, please. Don't call no fouls. I'm good with that. People be like, it's like, nah, don't call no fouls. If you gonna let them play, let them play, bro. Just let them play. You say you want these guys to toughen up, let them play. Don't call no fouls. You know what I'm saying? And let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they pick and choose what fouls they want to call. Like I said, because I ain't gonna say, but I know they be on there having. I know they have on bets. They be having their bets and stuff like that. They parlays got a hit. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell when the team is going to the free throw line like 30, 40 times a game, you be like, oh, yeah, they trying to make this a high-scoring game. All right, back to action. Knicks with the ball. Tyler Kolek in a game over 2 Towns. Kolek guarded by Mitchell at the top of the key. Hands all on him. And you call a foul? He said put Tucker in. He plays rough and ready. he said play Tucker. He's like, you want to spice it up? Let's spice it up. All right, Knicks inbound, Shamet over to Precious Achua. Down OG Anunoby, his 3-point shot from the elbow. Man, OG is on fire, bro. 37-28. Good shooting by OG. Like I said, bro, that's all I'll say. Just make the shots. The shots are there. All right, Cavs with the ball. Mitchell throws it way out to Okoro. Not a good shooter, but he makes a 3-point shot wide open, 37-31. All right, Knicks come right back. Kolek with the ball over to Towns, back to Kolek. Kolek guarded by Mitchell. Over to Towns, guarded by DeAndre Hunter. Towns. Both and is a foul. Man, that dude can't check Towns, man. And I don't know why these dudes be getting mad about that foul.
That's too far out still.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He need to get in the post to get them ball. Like, he get that ball right by the post, and he could just do one spin, one drop. You know, it's like one move, and he's already by the basket. A drop step, and you already by the basket. Knicks inbounds. Shamet over to Precious Achua. Achua to OG Anunoby, who's been on fire in this first half. OG guarded by Okoro. OG step back jump shot is up and good. Aggressive OG 39-31. I like to see that, man.
Player of the month right now, dude.
Right. Mitchell with the ball, guarded by Landry Shamet. They're going to call that foul. He just, like I said, they just be looking for fouls to call, easy fouls that they could call, like, yeah, that's a foul. But on the other end, you can't call those fouls at the top. All right, Cavs inbounds. Mobley with the ball, guarded by Achua. Over to Hunter. His 3-point shot from the elbow, no good. Rebounded by Precious Achua, and here comes the Knicks. Give the ball up. Achua over to OG Anunoby, guarded by Mitchell. How's that not a foul? How is that not a foul? You see what I'm talking about, man? You see what I'm talking about, man? Yeah. OG took it in. OG took it in aggressive. Mitchell fouled him, but no call. Now you go on the other end. That same play would be a foul. All right. Cavs with the ball. Merrill, his 3-point shot open. I don't know how he got open. You got to stay on the dude, bro. He's a shooter.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah, he should be the last person leaving.
Right. It's a 2-point shot. Knicks with the ball. Kolik around the pressure shooting. Kolik down the lane. Back out to Towns. His 3-point shot from the elbow. No good. Rebounded by Precious Achua. Good strong take. Put back in over Mobley. 41-33.
Exactly, yo.
Good
I
take.
could take the play by Precious.
Right. Cavs with the ball. Mitchell throws the ball out to it. And turnover by the Cavs. 2 players ran into each other. Merrill ran into Okoro.
Wow.
All right. Knicks with the ball.
Baby.
OG brought his skillet with him tonight. He cooking. Yeah, he cooking tonight. All right. Knicks with the ball. Tyler Kolik.
Some shit up.
Kolig guarded by Merrill around the screen by the Towns. Kolig down the lane, looking, throws to Precious Achua, cutting with the nice play, 43-33. Good moving without the basketball. What we've been talking about though. That's what we've been talking about. All these guys got to keep moving, man. Don't stand around. Mitchell step back 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Towns. Towns with the ball, looking, dribbling up over to Precious Achua. Knicks with a 10-point lead over to Kolig. Kolig fakes a 3-point shot to Landry Shamet to Precious Achua. Back to Landry Shamet. Back to Achua. Achua with Mobley on him. Achua in the lane. His fall away jump shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Hunter. And here comes the Knicks. Here comes the Cavs. Hunter over the timeline. Over to Donovan Mitchell. Down the lane. Mitchell, his shot is look like it's blocked underneath the rim. No good. Rebounded by Towns. Over to Landry Shamet. His pull-up 3-point shot is up. No good. OG Anunoby looked like he got fouled. No call. Over to Shamet, falling out of bounds. 3-point shot is good. 46-33. Knicks go up 13. Timeout on the floor. 8:53 left to go. This is what I'm talking about. See, this is what I'm talking about as far as the Knicks playing with energy. Play with energy like this, like I said. But when you come out with no energy and no what you call it, that's how you fall behind. If you play like this, like I said, you'll be in a lot of games, man.
Yeah, but I don't understand. How did OG get fouled by 2 guys? One pushed him, the other one pushed him. For him to pass that to Shamet.
They don't want to call because, like I said, if you look at it, the Knicks should be going to the free throw line a whole lot more. Even when they had R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle, the Knicks is always a driving team. When you drive, you getting fouled, but they're not going to call it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it'd be one thing if you're a jump shooting team, but the Knicks are not really a jump shooter. Yeah, they shoot jump shots, but they got a lot of guys that drive to the basket, and when you drive to the basket, you're going to get fouled. He said Cleveland get you a timeout. Y'all look discombobulated. The one said Tyrone Facts, Tucker can be that enforcer that we need. Yeah, I know Tucker could come in there and really manhandle some dudes for a little bit, man. Be a little enforcer around there and stuff like that.
I think he's trying to get himself back in shape though. I don't think he's in real good game shape.
No, but you know they just signed him to a 2-year contract, right?
I know.
Because he was on that second 10-day contract, and because of that, when they signed him to that two-year contract, what's his name left the Knicks? He left the Knicks G League team, man. Warren, because he felt like he's trying to come up to the Knicks, and the Knicks never brought him up. So once the Knicks signed, to that 2-year deal, T.J. Warren, he left the Knicks G League team.
So I don't blame him.
Try to get on with somebody else. Yeah.
I kept saying to you, why didn't you bring him up? Because he could have played. He could have played. We said that over those dudes that's on the bench now.
We said I don't know what is going on with. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with Tibbs or whatever. I don't know. That's crazy. Like I said, that dude should have been brought up. When we was having some guys injured and all that stuff was in, it's like, yo, you could have see what you had. But that's what I'm saying. Precious quality going to work down there, making hustle play and being the right play. Yeah, that's right, man. We keep this energy up, it's a dub. Yeah, we got to keep the energy up and got to keep the shooting up. We keep it up like this, like I said. A lot of times when we lose game against the good teams is because of the energy level is low and we're not playing with a pace. And then we also missing a lot of shots. We missing a lot of shots. That's what I'm saying. And the pace. That's what I'm saying. You got to pick up the tempo. You got to pick the pace up. You can't be walking the ball up and being slow. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It's like you got to play faster. So when you play faster, you might turn the ball up a little bit more, but you also get your energy level going, and you're gonna make some shots and make some things happen if you force the issue. You know what I'm saying? Take these strong moves to the basket. And don't settle for like fall away jump shots all the time. And you know how we be doing some little stupid things and stuff like that. Just make shots. Like I said, there was a lot of games we had the opportunity to make shots. We were just missing too many shots. But if you make a lot of shots, you'll be in the games. All right, Knicks opponents. Knicks are 0-5 against Cleveland and 32-9 against other teams. All other teams in the East. 0-5 against Cleveland and Boston and 32-9 against everybody else in the East. He said the motion and movement of offense needs to continue when JB comes back. Yeah, you're right. It needs to come. But like I said, even on plays, like I said, when like Towns be having the ball at the 3-point line and everybody just standing around looking, cut to the basket, move around. You keep doing that, you're gonna get backdoor cuts for easy baskets, man. But if you stand out at the 3-point line, it's like, yo, that helps the defense out. Like, cause you ain't putting no pressure on them. My Cavs with the ball. 46-33. Mitchell with the ball, guarded at the top of the key, over to Evan Mobley. And it looked like Towns got picked off backdoor to Okoro for the easy dunk. I don't know what Josh Hart was doing. But 46-35, Knicks inbounds, Shaman inbounds to Tyler Kolek. Kolek around a Shaman screen, around a Towns screen, guarded by Merrill, who's a defensive player now. Out to OG Anunoby, his elbow 3-point. Yo, OG is cooking. Shot is good. 49-35. Cavs quickly inbounds to Mitchell. Mitchell over to Mobley. Mobley. His step back 3-point shot is up, no good. And, of course, Shaman can't grab the rebound. This is what happens. Over to Mobley, stolen by Towns. Over to Josh Hart, and nope, stolen right back. And bad pass by Towns. Mobley for the layup. 49-37. It's like, yo, can't turn the ball over on that, man. Can't turn the ball over.
Not for stupid stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Give a better pass, or you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, we got a momentum going. This is how you kill some momentum sometimes. Like, bro, let's stop with the nonsense. All right, Knicks inbounds up 12. Kolek with the ball at the elbow, guarded by Okoro. Down low to OG Anunoby, guarded by Mitchell. Out to Kolek. His wide open 3-point shot, no good. Got to make them shots. Rebounded by Merrill. Merrill with the ball across the timeline. Knicks up 12 to Mobley, pushes off with an offensive foul. No call. Shot is up. Good. That was an offensive foul, but no call. All right. 49-39. 10-point Knicks lead. Out over to Kolek. Over to Towns. Towns over to Josh Hart. Hart around the Towns screen. Hart looking down to Towns. Look like too much traffic. Turnover. Here comes the Cavs. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell to Okoro in the corner. Okoro had a wide open shot, but passes up. Over to who? I don't even know who shot the ball. Like, who just came in the game for the Cavs? Let me see, number 6. Shot is up, no good. Let me see. Who is that? Oh, that's Javonte Green. No wonder I was like, Javonte Green. So Green misses that shot. There's a 10-point Knicks lead right now. 7:07 left to go in the second quarter. All right, substitution for the Cavs. They took out 3 players and got in 3 more. All right, Garland is back in. Garland over to Allen. How is that not an offensive foul on Allen pushing off to get the ball? Yo, man. Yo, I don't even know. Like I said, don't know what is a foul, man. It's just like the guy's pushing off. It's like, yo, he's pushing off to get a ball, but the foul is on the player who's pushing off.
Well, they're trying to say Towns is grabbing his arm.
Towns ain't grabbing his arm. Garland with the ball over to Strus. Over to Josh. Where are you going, Josh? It's like, yo, stay closer to your man. Shot by Javonte Green. No good. Rebounded by Towns. But see, Knicks up 10. Knicks got to score. They got to keep scoring. They can't just keep coming empty trips. OG in the post of Strus. Man, you should have took that, dude. Kolek, another wide open shot. You got to make them shots, bro. You got to make them shots, Kolek. Can't keep leaving you open. You got to make them shots, bro. 49-39, Cavs ball. Knicks up 10. He said these Stevie Wonder refs are killing us. They can't see. I bet they are killing us because they can't even see these fouls, man. They only see the fouls they want to see.
Nothing.
All right, Javonte Green with the miss. Kolek with the ball over to OG Anunoby, down to Josh Hart, who is moving without the ball. That's what I'm talking about. 51-39. Keep moving, getting them easy baskets. Cavs inbounds. Like I said, keep pushing up the pace on these guys. I don't even care. Just try to do a fast break on these guys or whatever, man. All right, out to Max Strus. His 3-point shot is no good. Rebounded by OG Anunoby. Over to Tyler Coligan. Here comes the Knicks up 12. Over to Josh Hart. Hart with Darius Garland on him. Oh, okay. And they call a
blocking
foul. I thought he was gonna call an offensive foul. I was like, yo, because that's what Evan Mobley did on. That's what he did on. And he pushing up. They just been letting these guys push off today in NBA. Like those are offensive fouls. They let guys extend their arms out, push people out the way. With Garland, is that a flop? Are you trying to say he's a flop? All right, Knicks inbounds. Bridges over to DeLon Wright. So Wright with the ball over to Bridges. Bridges guarded by Garland over to Wright. Right to Bridges over to Towns in the paint. Guarded by Allen.
Oh, wow.
Shot is up, no good. There's an offensive foul. Figures is going to be an offensive foul on Towns. Now he got his 2 fouls. See, now you get another. Now you got to go sit down. You say, man, these guys. Jared Allen was a flop too, man. I don't know. All right, Cavs with the ball. Garland around an Allen screen. Garland floater in the lane is up and good. 51-41. Knicks inbounds. Bridges over to DeLon Wright. Right. With the ball over to Towns. Towns to Josh Hart. Over to Mikal Bridges. His corner 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Over to DeLon Wright. Right to OG Anunoby. Somebody cut behind that thing. As OG is like 2 people on. It's like OG fakes Jared Allen. Oh, good shot up in the lane. Up and in. 53-41. Cavs inbounds. Garland over to Porter Jr. Guarded by Hart. Around the Allen screen. Porter inside. And it is blocked by Towns. And that should have been a Javonte Green should have had a foul on him, putting his hands up in there. Hart with the ball.
You would think.
Hart gets fouled by Javonte Green. Listen, finally, man, you finally gonna call a foul. I'm surprised. His headband ain't come off. Because usually he has a headband on by his neck like a neck choker. Good stepping by OG on that last play, man, around Allen.
All right,
Knicks with the ball. Knicks with the ball at Hart over in the corner to OG Anunoby. His step back 3-point shot is up. Oh my God, OG is on fire. 56-41. OG's been shooting the lights out, bro. Knicks with a 15-point lead, 19 points for OG in this quarter. Cavs with the ball over to Jared Allen in the lane for the dunk. 56-43. 0-4. All right, Knicks with the ball. Hart around the town screen over to OG Anunoby for another 3-point shot. No good, but put back in by DeLon Wright. Good pass. DeLon Wright, 58-43. 15-point Knicks lead. 3:57 left to go before the half. Garland with the ball. Garland out to Strus. Strus back to Garland in the corner. They had him in the double team. Over to and Josh Hart almost had the ball. Throws to OG Anunoby who gets fouled. No call. OG with the ball, and he throws it in, and is a turnover. Too high for DeLon Wright. That would have been another easy basket. That would have been another. Come on, guys.
Capitalize on those layups. That was a layup.
Yeah, OG on fire, man. OG is on fire, bro. Keep shooting the ball like that. Like I said, man, bro, those are high percentage shots, bro. Just make them. If we make them, hey, the outcome is going to be totally different, man. All right, 15-point Knicks lead. OG, 5 of 6 from 3-point range. All right, Cavs with the ball. Allen over to DeAndre Hunter. His 3-point shot is no good. Rebounded. Come on, Jared Allen with the putback. 58-45.
Too easy. There you go.
Right. All right, Knicks with the ball. DeLon Wright with the ball with Darius Garland. Take that. You got to take that, dude. He's not, like I said, a lot of these guys on the Cavs are not good defenders that they just be allowing them to get away with fouls. All right, Hart guarded by Strus.
Oh, come on, Towns.
Over to Towns. And they call an offensive foul on Towns. Come on, that right there. I know that right there, though. I know, but what I'm saying, the players they do it all the time. They do it all the time on both sides of the ball. They do it all the time.
Yeah, but all the ref is standing right there.
Listen, I understand that, but that's the thing in basketball today. Like I said, these are things they let these guys get away with in basketball nowadays. They like the hands. The offensive foul, extending their arms out. They let them guys get away, push people off. You're not supposed to be able to do those things. That's what I'm saying. These referees it's like a new way of calling basketball games. All right, Mobley with the ball over to Hunter, who's fakes, gets in the lane, shot is up, no good, but foul on the play. Hunter will be at the free throw line.
That's 3 and 3, man.
Yeah, because Cavs are in the bonus because, like I said, the Knicks are, like I said, with picking up fouls in the second quarter. Towns got 3 fouls in the second quarter.
Right, he's got 3. OG got 3. That's what I said. Towns just got to be smarter with his play, man. Like
but you know what I don't understand. I don't understand with basketball in today's thing. Why are players hooking players? I see it in college game too. Why are these big men hooking players? They do it all the time with their arms. What is it with this? Like, stop being scared of players. Just play dudes straight up. I don't understand what it is with hooking players. You're going to get somebody hurt. You're going to pop their shoulder out. You're going to do something. Leave that stuff alone. Me personally, like I said, you want to cut all that stuff out, just start issuing like a suspensions of flagrant fouls and start throwing guys out the game. You start to suspend these guys for 2-3 games without this because you're trying to hurt somebody. Because when you hook them under the arm and they go to the ground, you could dislocate this player's their shoulder. You could do that. Stop doing that. That's a dirty play. It's like, I don't know what it is. Like, back in the day, I used to see, when we played, guys are playing just tough or whatever. It ain't too much hooking. You just, bodying people. And that's what you're doing is bodying them up, and that's about it. But these guys now, it's like they want to put their foot underneath your foot, all these other stuff, and get around. It's like, bro, stop being scared. Just play a dude straight up.
Stop the only one scared, I remember doing that back in that day was Christian Scholander and Peter's older brother. He used to do some dirty work with his stuff like that.
Yeah, until you give him a good elbow in the chest or something that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
it's like, they lose their breath. You know how they shortness of breath. Yeah, they start getting a shortness of breath. They're gonna stop playing with you.
And then they learn from that and protect themselves versus doing stupid stuff to you that can pay dividends on themselves.
And that's what I'm saying. The game of 21, everybody's talking about game of 21, every man for themselves, man. It teaches you great stuff. It teaches you 2 things. It teaches you how to go get your own shot, go get the rebound, and play tough. That's what 21 teaches you, to play tough. It's like every man for themselves. Ain't no soft fouls going to be called. You know what I'm saying? You got to be murdered before they call a foul. You know what I'm saying? So you got to play strong. You got to play strong with the ball. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to go get that ball, because if you don't get no rebounds, you ain't scoring. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody just going to hand you their rebound. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody trying to score themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it teaches you, like I said, it teaches you toughness, resiliency, determination, and what you call it. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? If you play soft in 21, you more than likely you're going to end up losing the game.
Mm.
You know what I'm
saying? But at this stage, we need Mikal to step up. Mikal has been silent for a little bit.
Yeah.
We need Josh.
You talking about these dudes in three fouls? That's a lot, man. 3 fouls is like, yo, they're gonna be sitting out for the.
The half is almost over anyway.
Well, see, the only thing with Shea Gilgeous, I could give Shea Gilgeous on that is like he got long clothes. You know what I'm saying? He don't wear the tights. So like his clothes is long. He's like a throwback from back in the days with the jacket, the pants. All these other guys, they want the joggers and the tight pants and all that stuff. That's what they want to wear. Oh, Oklahoma City got the number 1 record in the NBA, 63-12. The Cavs are 60-15. That's because the Cavs have lost like four games or something within the last couple weeks.
Correct, they did, yeah.
63. So the Thunder had the overall number 1 record in the NBA. All right, Hunter at the line. His first free throw is good, 48-46. 2:53 left to go before the half. Hunter with his second free throw is also good, 58-47. So it's 11-point Knicks lead. Like I said, Knicks got to keep going on. But as you look at the foul trouble, you see the Knicks' main play, like Towns is on the bench, and now OG, the main engine for the Knicks, is on the bench right now. So it's almost like Precious Achiuwa surrounded by guards. DeLon Wright over to Shamet over to Bridges. See, now these guys got to start making shots to Bridges. Down the lane, throws it back out to a wide open Josh Hart in the corner. No good. Got to make that. All right.
Yeah, but see, with this lineup, this is Mobley, where they got to push the ball to outrun
Mobley.
A little bit.
Mobley down the lane, fakes. Shot is up and no good, but put back in by Jared Allen because they didn't box out. 58-49. 9-point Knicks lead. But like I said, and this the lineup right here. Like I said, the shooters, like I said, got Shamet out there and who else, and kind of Bridges and stuff like that. But these other guys, like I said, they got to be got to cut and it makes right with the pass and his turnover. And here comes the Cavs. Hunter with the ball, guarded by Bridges. Hunter with the ball, 9-point Knicks lead, guarded by Bridges. Hunter down the lane, looks, step back shot is up and good. 58-51. Yeah, Hunter is 7-point Knicks lead. Now Cavs on an 8-0 run now. All right, Knicks with the ball. Josh Hart bringing the ball up. 1:38 left to go before the half. Josh with the ball over to Bridges. Bridges around a screen, guarded by Allen. Out to DeLon Wright. Back to Bridges. Bridges still guarded by Allen at the top of the key. Now by Mobley. Bridges down the lane, lays it up and in. No foul. Should have been an and one. 60-51. Of course, they don't want the Knicks going to the free throw line. I know, but they don't want to go into the free throw line. All right, Cavs with the ball. Mitchell over to Hunter. His step back jump shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Precious Achiuwa over to DeLon Wright. Wright with the ball. 9-point Knicks lead. A minute left to go before the half. Over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges around a Achiuwa screen over to Achiuwa. Back to Bridges. Bridges with the ball over to Landry Shamet, and it'll be Knicks ball. With 7 seconds on the shot clock. He's got to learn how to
split that screen, though, man. He's got to split that screen.
Split the screen and roll. That's what I'm saying. And be fast be faster instead of just being like lackadaisical with the ball. Make quick decisions. That's what I'm saying. It's a quick decision. He made a quick cut. He'd have been all right. 9-point Knicks lead. Like I said, 57 seconds left to go. Knicks will inbound. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Shamet over to Bridges. 4 seconds. Bridges out to Josh Hart. His 3-point shot is up, no good. 24-second shot clock violation and hit nothing.
Yeah, but he's got to look at it. Even you got to be ready to shoot. You knew that the clock was down. Don't wait till till Mobley put the pressure on you and then you shoot it. Then you shoot him what you shot.
All right, Cavs with the ball, down 9, 40 seconds left to go. Cavs with the ball. Mitchell around a Hunter screen, guarded by Shem in the lane. His floater is up and good, 60-53. Achiuwa inbounds to DeLon Wright. Wright with the ball over to Bridges.
That's a foul.
And a hole for one. Donovan Mitchell has 11 points in the game. Bridges at the top of the key, guarded by DeAndre Hunter. Bridges, 7 seconds. Bridges, guarded by Mitchell. Bridges in the lane. Looked like he got fouled by Mitchell. Like I said,
exactly. You can't push
rebounded by Mobley. That's what I'm saying. They allow those guys. That's what I keep saying, man. Those guys are not good defensive players. The officials are making them good. Defend because they're not calling no fouls. Because if they really were calling fouls, Mitchell be sitting on the bench in foul trouble himself. Like I said, can't play defense. He's missing too many open shots.
That's a twofold thing. Mikal's got to sell those calls too. The sad thing is you got to sell some of those calls on it. But, that's a clear push. The refs should see that from the backside anyway or from the side. He's pushing them.
I'll be back with the halftime stats after a word from the Man Cave podcast.
Crazy.
Halftime.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
For the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalize, mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called The Man Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Remain calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along, the show's on. The host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling, the panel filled with guest stars. You now rocking with the voice, you know what it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean? We about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S.God. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
right, we are back at halftime. Once again, halftime score: Knicks up 60-53. For the Knicks, Mikal Bridges had 4 points and 3 assists and 1 rebound in that first half. But the high man for the Knicks was OG Anunoby with 19 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns had 7 points and 7 rebounds. Josh Hart has 12 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. DeLon Wright, starting, has 7 points and 3 assists. Off the bench, Precious Achiuwa with 6 points and 6 rebounds. Landry Shamet with 5 points off the bench. Tyler Kolek has yet to score, but he has 2 assists. Overall shooting for the Knicks, 25 of 42 for 60%. 3-point shooting, 10 of 21 for 48%. And the Knicks only went to the free throw line 1 time in that first half, 0 for 1. Unbelievable. That's unbelievable. 1 free throw, and that team got fouled and mugged during the whole first half, and they go to the free throw line 1 time. Overall rebounding for the Knicks, 21 rebounds, 16 assists, and 8 turnovers in the game. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, Evan Mobley with 4 points, 2 rebounds. Jared Allen, 8 points, 5 rebounds. Darius Garland with 7 points. Donovan Mitchell, the high man for the Cavs, with 11 points and 3 assists. Max Strus with 3 points. Off the bench, DeAndre Hunter with 10 big points off the bench. Isaac Okoro with 5, and Sam Merrill with 5 points. Overall shooting for the Cavs, 20 of 44 for 46%. 3-point shooting, 7 of 19 for 37%. The Cavs went to the free throw line 6 times, 6 for 6 for 100%. Overall rebound for the Cavs, 18 rebounds, 11 assists, and 7 turnovers. So you mean to tell me only 7 free throws were shot in that first half in that game with a lot of fouling going on? 7 free throws, 1 by the Knicks and 6 by the Cavs. Unbelievable. Once again, Knicks have a 7-point lead. Other scores around the league, halftime. Pacers up 53-45 over Charlotte. Also at halftime, Washington up 55-52 over the Sacramento Kings. And 8:56 left to go in the second quarter. Miami up 36-26 over Boston in the second quarter. The 8 o'clock game, Utah at Houston. 8:30 game, Atlanta at Dallas. 9 o'clock game, San Antonio at Denver. 9:30 game, Detroit at OKC. And 10:30 game, New Orleans Pelicans at the LA Clippers. So, like I said, once again, Knicks up 60-53 at halftime with a 7-point lead. Should have been more than that. But of course, they're not calling the fouls. So you already know what that means. Knicks only go to the free throw line 1 time in the first half, which is unbelievable for a team that drives a lot too. You drive a lot, but you only get to the free throw line 1 time. Makes no sense. But for the Knicks, man, first, and like I said, first half, man, OG Anunoby was on fire for the Knicks, man. OG Anunoby on fire for the Knicks with 19 first half points. And like I said, coming to the second half, man, OG Anunoby is in foul trouble with 3 fouls. And let me see, I think Towns has 3 fouls, which is crazy. The two good, and both of them with 3 fouls. For the Cavs, Darius Garland has 2 fouls. Jared Allen has 1 foul. No foul for Donovan Mitchell. or Sam Merrill has 1 foul. That's BS. These dudes over here like mugging people and they don't have fouls. But like I said, second half coming out, man. Points in the paint. Knicks with 26 points in the paint. Cavs with 20 points. But Knicks second half got to play. They got to play just like how they played in that first half, man. You know what I'm saying? Good shooting and picking up the pace and the tempo and stuff like that. Keep it going and keep the pressure on the Cavs and stuff like that, man. Got to get this dub tonight, man. If we get this dub, it'll be a great, great night for the Knicks, man. Great win for the Knicks, man. Trying to get up that schneid against the top teams, man. If we get this dub, at least that'll go, you know what I'm saying? It'll be the first one against the top teams. The NBA news, Joel Embiid to undergo arthroscopic surgery on his left knee. Oh, like I said, second half, man. I want to see the first 5-6 minutes of the second half, man. Knicks can keep it up, but like I said, foul troubles to OG Anunoby and Towns. Another foul, and those dudes could be sitting in the whole third quarter, man. It just depends on how they're going to call it. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't think them dudes had like 3 fouls, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna call on them other team, then you know what I'm saying? Don't call it. Just let these guys play, man. So we'll
These
see what
dudes is looking
adjustment.
good for the most part.
Yeah, they're looking good, man. But like I said, I think the referees kind of messed it up with those 3 fouls on OG and Towns, man. If you ain't gonna call fouls on Merrill and Mitchell, man. Just let them guys play, bro. You know what I'm saying? But this is how you control games, man. You get the good players in foul trouble. The guys who are hot, you get them in foul trouble. You know what I'm saying? You calling these fouls to have them sit
Well,
down.
the good thing is we got somebody hot. We just got to get, like I told you, we got to get Mikel going, and we got to get Towns going. Listen, we got to play
Mm,
through. We got to play through all
hmm
that no
Of course,
calls.
all
But
hands
we
on
just
deck,
got to be
right?
smarter with it.
Hmm
Just got to be smarter with that. Towns. There's no way Jared Allen could cover you either on a perimeter or in the paint. So like, yo, work the system. Like, yo, work it till they have to. You force them to make those calls or whatever.
They
That's what
are
you have to
calling
do.
they are calling. They calling offensive fouls.
I know, I know. On the opposite end, right?
Hey, yo, my whole thing is in the second half. I'm like, if I'm on, it's like, hey, no more with the hooking. All right, I don't see nobody hooking nobody. Don't hook nobody because like that's like that. Is that like the thing for the NBA referees now with the hooking? It's like, yeah, I mean, come on. How many times have you seen guys hooking somebody on a baseline to get around them, and they don't call it? They don't even call a offensive foul, and you could clearly see the guy hooking the person to get around them. How that's not an offensive foul? Those are clear offensive foul. Whenever you hook a player and get around them, you hooking them and you stopping them from defending you. That's an automatic. That should be the easiest whistle right there. Offensive foul. And you see that a lot in the game in today's NBA and college. They let these guys get away with that type of stuff. Don't understand it.
All right, so you saying that's a legitimate call on Towns on that play then?
On what? The hooking?
When Towns hooked up under
No,
Jared
but
Allen's
Jared,
arm.
but listen to what I'm saying. Jared Allen hooking them on too. Like I said, players do that. Offensive and defensive players
Uh,
hook each other and stuff like that. It's not just one person hooking. Like I said, the defensive player, I mean, hooks too, just so they could try to make a call. But like I said, they need to take that out the game. The hooking, nobody should be hooking nobody at all, especially up to do what. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're hooking somebody to get around them on the baseline to get a layup, you know what I'm saying? Like you're hooking them around their waist or something, that's different. But you're hooking underneath somebody's arm. That's, like I said, that's an injury waiting to happen right there. Because especially a guy who has a shoulder, like let's say it's Randall, you know, he came off of that shoulder injury, and then he gets
right.
into a game like that, and they start hooking him under that shoulder. It could reactivate his shoulder again. Those are plays that injure players. The hooking, because guess what? What happened if they go to the floor? If you go to the floor, that stuff could pop out. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Right.
bad, what you call it? That's a bad play. They should, like I said, any hooking should be automatic. That should be, to me, that should be an automatic technical foul or free throws for real, real.
Mm. Well, listen,
And you
they'll
want to
get
clean
to
up the
that
game,
point because the way things is changing.
but if you want to clean up the game, that's what you gotta do. If you want to clean up the game, like I said, I'm surprised you ain't calling more defensive 3 seconds. That'll clean up the game. There'll be more free throws to have the lanes open. You want the lanes open so guys can operate. Hey, call more defensive 3 seconds. It'll open up. And then also screens. How many times have you seen screens at the top of the key by the big man moving screen? Guys is moving on screens. They don't even call moving
Legitimate,
screens.
yeah.
Legitimately, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like if you start doing that a whole lot more, they'll clean that up too. Guys will stop moving, or you know what I'm saying. But if you let them move into the guy and pushing guys or something, you see them when they be setting the pick up. Like, golly, you aggressive with that pick.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
very.
saying? And you could
Yeah.
hurt a player in the back because sometimes the player not even paying attention, and then you hit him in the back. You know what I'm saying? That's like a whiplash. You know what I'm saying? Or the knee. And the worst one is the knee, man. That Charlie horse in your knee or something like that around the screen. Which what's that used to do? What's saying KG used to be good for that.
Oh, with
It's like KG and
yeah,
Dwight Howard. I mean,
bleeding.
they screens when they set a screen, bro. It's like, yo, you gonna feel it.
Hmm. Yeah, the
And for
White
the most
Howard's
part,
trying to fight. They're mentioning him. The White Howard trying to fight back. They're starting his own league or whatever.
yeah. I be
You ever
seeing that
heard
and
that?
stuff like
He
that.
said he tired of them rejecting him from coming back.
Yeah, man. Like I said, things going behind the scene, man. Just like I was on social media. I was reading on Twitter, man. I didn't even know, like back in the day, when Alonzo Mourning was in Charlotte, right? Remember, I think we had traded. We got Larry Johnson, and you know the thing about it, you know him and Larry Johnson was supposed to be supposedly beefing. You know what I'm saying towards that, and that's Larry came to us, right?
Right.
And the mornings was like, even though they was teammate in Charlotte, but they said it was beefing. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, okay. But I seen the thing with Morning. Morning was ready to leave Charlotte, and his top choice was the Knicks and Miami. And he said he talked to Patrick Ewing and John Thompson at the time. Ewing was on the Knicks at the time, and both of them told him to go to. Both of them told him to go to Miami. Patrick Ewing even told him to come to New York. He told him to go to Miami. I was like, what? So Alonzo Mourning he wanted to come to the Knicks when he was leaving Charlotte. When he left Charlotte and I think he either got traded or he signed with Miami Heat or something like that. That's how he got to the Heat from Charlotte. Because Larry Johnson's on there, and but yeah, I didn't even. I was like, it was all in the thing today. He's like, yeah, he said I talked to Patrick Ewing on the phone. We talked to him and all stuff, and he thought Patrick Ewing was gonna be excited for him to want to join him in New York. But Patrick Ewing told him to go go to Miami or something like that. Don't know why. You know what I'm saying? And
I don't either.
John Thompson
because he didn't want
told him the
that
same thing to go to Miami.
Because that would have been shared minutes in the post. Remember, like we wound up instead of getting him, we wound up getting Camby later, which you remember, Ewing was mad about that because he wanted Oakley to stay.
Yeah, you're right. Because he was mad because Oakley got traded. That was
correct.
That was his
so
team.
We would have had to have done something like that, and I don't think he wanted Oak to leave.
Right. But then, like I said, when we got Larry Johnson, that was the same time we got Allen Houston. That was that free agent class.
Yes,
it was like Larry Johnson, Allen Houston, and
then a year later, I think we got
Sprewell. It was a Camby. Sprewell, we got Sprewell in a trade. But man, he said he said my first was New York, was the Knicks, man. But Patrick Ewing told him like, advise him not to come to New York and advise him to go to Miami. And he said John Thompson told the same thing too, to go to the Miami Heat, and he went to the Heat. And he said that was his best decision, at the time, because when he called Patrick, he asked Patrick how was it playing for Pat Riley, because he heard Pat Riley practices were crazy. And then Patrick Ewing says like, well, hell, I mean, we played at Georgetown with John Thompson, you know what I'm saying? So it's almost the same thing. So he's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And then what happened? He ended up going to Miami Heat, and Pat Riley ended up going over there too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, Pat Riley was the Knicks, and Pat Riley, when he faxed the Knicks his resignation and went over to the Heat.
But that would have definitely been a Twin Towers set like that.
He was talking about the Twin Towers thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like how Olajuwon and Ralph Sampson had and stuff like that. And he said Ewing advised him to go to Miami. I was like, bro, you advise him play to go away from your team? It's like usually players like, you know what I'm saying? But I know sometimes to go into that thing, people be like, yo, they didn't want people linking up. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like how Jordan them say, like, I wouldn't have joined Charles Barkley or something like that. I'd have just stayed with my team, because back then people just staying with their teams.
Listen, when we had that talk about they never put the right players, I think I was talking to Jay. Jay was saying they never put the right players around Ewing. Nah, that confirms that Ewing had the option to get a legitimate another all-star to pair up with him. So that's not an organization thing. That's a now like.
And then two players talking about joining the Knicks back then. Michael Jordan was talking about joining the Knicks back then. I don't know what happened with that, but he was serious about joining the Knicks. And then I think that's when the Bulls gave him that big contract. You remember when he was a free agent, the Bulls gave him that big contract. So because Jordan was getting out, but he was he was threatening him to go to New York and stuff like that behind the scenes. And also, what's his name was Kobe. Kobe was starting the Lakers too to join the Knicks when his contract came out, when he was them out, he was a free agent, but he ended up staying with the Lakers. But New York was like his first choice. He was going to go to the Knicks, but behind the scenes things happen, and then because even Gilbert Arenas talk about that. players who played in the NBA talk about things that should have happened and stuff like that we didn't know about. All right, back to action. OG with the ball, guarded by Strus. His step back 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by DeLon Wright over to Mikal Bridges. With the ball, guarded by Mobley, over to Towns, down the lane, lays it up, and no good, but he is fouled. So Towns will be going to the free throw line for the Knicks' second free throw. The Knicks only had one free throw attempt in that first half, and he's holding that knee. Yeah.
That's what I said. Sometimes, you don't expect your big man to catch the ball way up there to be trying to dribble around them, but this is that new way ever. That new era for I don't know what he's doing.
All right, Towns' first free throw is up and is good. But like I said, bro, we'll see how long we have with this guy this season or something like that. He's gonna have to play through it. But like I said, I'm not this season. I think gonna be ready to get surgery.
That's what I said. I wish they would have played Mitchell sparingly, but they trying to get him back in shape. I thought he would have been at least playing for this game.
All right, Towns' second free throw is good also. Knicks go up 9, 62-53. Cavs inbounds. Mobley inbounds to Garland. Garland with the ball across the timeline, guarded by DeLon Wright. Garland over to Allen. Allen to Mobley, and he is fouled in the lane. He's doing a James Harden like rip through. So Mobley will be at the free throw line. So the third quarter starts to guys, and then both teams going to the free throw line. Mobley's first free throw's up and it's good. But who's the foul on?
Hard, I'm thinking.
Okay, because if it's on OG, that'd be 4. Because OG and
No,
Towns got 3 apiece.
They did give it to OG. It was Hart was trying to claim the foul.
So OG has 4 fouls. He's gonna have to sit down.
Yeah. Nah, they're not sitting him down.
Yeah, that's Tibbs, right? If he got 4 fouls, sit the dude down, bro. Because if he get 5 fouls, then he definitely ain't gonna be back until like the fourth quarter. All right, second free throw is good. Knicks inbounds. OG over to DeLon Wright. Right with the ball, guarded by Garland. Over to Bridges. Bridges around the Town screen. Bridges looking, finds Towns and deflected and is stolen by the Cavs. Mobley over to Mitchell. Mitchell to Garland to Strus. Wide open 3-point shot, and here comes the Cavs. 62-58. 4-point game.
Come on now.
Knicks inbounds to DeLon Wright to Josh Hart. Hart with the ball, guarded by Mobley. Hart now guarded by Strus. Over to DeLon Wright. Wright in the lane. Try to throw the alley, but passes up. No good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Got mugged. Finally call a foul. Mitchell been fouling all game long. Mitchell been fouling all game long. I don't even know how they like that.
It waited that long to get to that.
And guess what? That was Mitchell's first foul.
I know it was. Boy, that was a very obvious foul.
That should be his 4th foul. All right. Knicks inbounds up 4. Knicks Bridges over to Towns.
There they come.
Towns he got fouled. No call. Of course, no foul. Of course, no foul. Of course, there's no foul. Mitchell with the ball. Mitchell down the lane, lays it up and in, and it's only a 2-point game. Timeout on the floor, Cleveland. Yeah, like I said, this is how they control games. Like I said, players get fouled, no call, and then they let the other team come down, score, and then that's it. Cavs on a 7-0 run in the last minute and 5 seconds. So now it's a 2-point game. Knicks' biggest lead in this game has been 15 points or 13 points.
Yep.
But when they get one of the 2 top guns in foul trouble and stuff like that, they're gonna have to sit. But now OG probably gonna have to sit. He got 4 fouls, so he's gonna be sitting for a minute.
He's still in the game. They ain't take him out.
Yeah, I mean, but it's timeout. But they might take him out after the timeout or something like that, which would be smart. Because if you keep him in there, he get that 5th foul and something. Now he really gonna be out for the whole 3rd quarter and majority of the 4th quarter. So if I was you, I'll take him out right now and then bring him in towards the middle of the 3rd quarter. Towards, you know what I'm saying? But because the Cavs, they might just go right at that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they will. I mean, he just got to be smart not to get any reaching fouls. We just need Towns to play smarter, man. Like, what does dude still want to drive around, dude? You're not driving around anybody. And I could tell you, I'm not saying he's not being fouled, but the fact is you're looking for the bailout of that call once you get to the end of that move. Because they came over to double team you.
No, but the thing about it is, it's not about that. You're looking for the belt. That's not about. Those are fouls, though. And any other player that does the same thing, those are fouls. I mean, that's what you want to play. You want to be aggressive and get fouls. You don't want him to just settle for jump shot. Then you're gonna be like, oh, why he's not driving? He's just settling for. And bro, he's being aggressive. They're not just calling. I mean, they're just not calling for him. Those are legit fouls that they should be calling. Any player's gonna be like that.
I mean, no player's
but no player's gonna just settle for just to being a jump shooter or something like that. It's like you got to force officials to make a call. They have to make the call. You know what I'm saying? Even though
that's what I'm saying to you is if he gets closer to the paint or gets closer to the down low, they cannot send that double team over to help Jared Allen.
Mm-hmm.
They would have to almost be an illegal defense to help out.
Said no lead is safe in the Knicks with a 14 point. I know, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we always been talking about that. Why he's not catching the ball closer between him and Tibbs? Let him catch the ball closer, bro. Catch the ball closer so you don't have that long way to drop from the top of the 3-point line or something like that. And But like I said, the fouls he's getting, those are legit fouls. Anybody could watch a game. Ray Charles could see those are fouls. It's like, bro, you're not going to call it. I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's driving and making guys foul him or something like that. I mean, that's like a play like that. If Donovan Mitchell does that foul, they're going to call it. They call the plays. It's the official that's just not calling the legit plays.
Right.
But if you're going to call, but you shouldn't be calling no touch fouls at the top of the key or something like that. But that's what gets the players frustrated. You calling soft fouls and then you're not calling the hard fouls. And then one thing is you ain't calling it for both teams though. You only calling them on one team. That's the whole thing. Because if people who don't even watch the game and look at the stats, they be like, "Oh man, the Knicks only went to free throw line 3 times." It's like, man, they must have settled for a lot of jump shots. That's not that's a total lie. That's why a lot of things is you have to watch it with your eyes to see. You know what I'm saying? Because some people look at the stats and just assume what happened.
No, OG's still in the game.
Yeah. Well, hey. That's and what Tom do. Tom got he got his arm underneath his right. Then when OG gets his 4th foul and stuff, then he's gonna be mad, right? I mean his 5th foul because he has for 4 right now. But Knicks with the ball, Knicks inbounds, DeLon Wright with the ball, guarded by Garland, who's fouling him. Of course, no call. Bridges with the ball getting pushed by Donovan Mitchell. Like those are fouls. Those are all fouls given by Strus. Strus just fouled Bridges. Bridges with the ball by Mobley in the lane over to DeLon Wright. His 3-point shot from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Towns. Shot back up and good. Should have been an N1 too. 64-60. Cavs with the ball. Mitchell with the ball. Pull up 3-point shot from the top of the key. No good. Rebounded by Towns. Here comes the Knicks. Towns got fouled by Strus. No call. Over to Bridges. Bridges to Anunoby. Anunoby with the ball looking. Finds Towns down low to Bridges. Nice cut backdoor. 66-60. Knicks go up 6. Cavs inbounds to Strus. Strus ahead to Mobley. Mobley with the ball. Over to Mitchell. Around the Mobley screen. Shot down to Jared Allen. He walked. The shot is up as good. Jared Allen walked on that play.
Shuffled the hell out of it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man. It's like that's another thing in today's NBA. Referees do not call a lot of traveling. Even Steve, everybody talk about it. There's too much traveling going on in basketball. And Towns get fouled, no call by Mobley. Oh my God. It's like what can this man do, bro? It's like this, like I said, these dudes should be fouling not playing this guy. This guy has drawn a lot of fouls that they're not being called. All right, what's the name? OG with a fall away 3-point shot, no good, rebounded by Mobley. Here comes the Cavs, down 4. Mobley guarded by Towns at the 3-point line. Mobley in the lane, looking, throws to Jared Allen. Allen up and under goes in 66-64. Knicks inbounds. Towns over to Wright to Josh Hart. Hart with the ball over to Anunoby. Back to Towns. Towns down the lane and dunks it. Got fouled too on that play. But no call, 68-64. Like I said, I'm telling you right now, after watching Towns, there's a lot of guys that can't defend that dude. I don't care what nobody says. That dude gets fouled by these dudes. But like I said, but what I'm saying is the referees protecting these players by not calling fouls, and that's what people not really witnessing. They're not realizing that. They just like, oh, this part is like, bro, that dude gets fouled out. That's what I'm saying. When you listen to NBA players talk, they know who plays. They know who's a beast and who's not a beast. Depends on what the refs make, and they can make players. They can make some players, depending on if they calling some fouls and stuff like that. They're not calling fouls for certain players. Towns down the lane, no shot up, no good, and he gets fouled on that play, no call, 68-66. This is crazy, bro. Mitchell with the ball out to Mobley. Mobley back to Mitchell, wide open 3-point shot up in front of good, and the Cavs have come all the way back to take a 1-point lead, 69-68. 7:40 left to go in the third quarter. 1-point Cavaliers lead. That's the first lead since being up 4-2. Knicks with the ball. Hart with the ball over to Bridges, who's getting fouled by what's his name? By Mitchell. Bridges in the lane, looking, throws out to OG Anunoby. OG shot is up, no good. Rebounded by the Cavs, and here comes the Cavs. Mobley with the ball. Mitchell with the ball out to Garland. Wide open 3-point shot, no good. And it's a foul on the floor on who? On OG Anunoby? See what I'm talking about, bro. See what I'm talking about, these type of fouls, bro. That isn't really no foul to even be calling like a unfreaking believable, man. This is how, like I said, this is how they do this is how referees manipulate games. Cavs with the ball. Inbounds. Garland alley-oop to Mobley for the easy dunk. 71-68. Cavs go up 3. Cavs are on 11-2 run in the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And for the Knicks, OG Anunoby has picked up his he's picked up his no, he has 4 fouls.
Oh, he didn't pick up the hoop. Then who did they give that to?
They gave it to probably Bridges or DeLon Wright because so far the fouls. What's the name? Bridges has 2 fouls and Wright has 1 foul. Hart has no fouls in the game at all. So they gave it to either Bridges or DeLon Wright, but that last play, like I said, that last play was not no foul on that what you call it. But like I said, man, this is what happens. This is why you see when teams losing leads and stuff like that is because sometimes the officials are helping the team. You know what I'm saying? People say like, oh, that team has the momentum. Yeah, they had the momentum, but they still fouling. They doing things that they're not calling. That's what I'm saying. That's how they help these teams win games. When you look at NFL games, NBA games, you gotta look closely at what's going on. You could just see, like I said, if you don't watch the game, you're just looking at the stats. You just gonna go off an assumption, be like, oh, this is what happened, and I think this what happened, and it's like that's not the case. And like I said, and then getting back to the thing with Towns, it's like, yo, a lot of people say he's a soft player. Like I said, there's like after watching him play this year on the Knicks, I haven't really watched him on something. I can see there's a lot of guys that can't play the dude. You know what I'm saying? Dude getting around the dude, he get whatever he wants. His shots, he gonna make it or miss it. But like I said, there's a lot of fouls that's left on the floor that they're not calling, and they should be calling those fouls. He's getting fouled by 2 players. It's not just one player fouling him. He's getting fouled by 2 or 3 players sometimes. Other guys, like I said, they going down there. What guys is getting fouled like that? I haven't seen really no big guys going there unless it's like Jokic or somebody like that. But a lot of these big guys, they're not really driving down there and getting fouled like that. You know what I'm saying? This guy's getting fouled on just about every play down there. You know what I'm saying? And people can say, oh, well, he's not had the fastest wheel. He's slow. But, yeah, he's still effective down there. And NBA players will tell you, like they say Julius Randle's an ox, he's a bull. Same thing to say about Karl Anthony Towns. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, that guy, he's a beast. You know what I'm saying? It's just the officials don't make calls and stuff like that. Because, like I said, watching him play, he should be going to the free throw line like 11, 12 times a game easily. And those are legit fouls. Those are not fouls like how James Harden was doing his little sissy fouls that he was doing in the lane and throwing his arms up. This dude is getting fouled. These are legit fouls. These are legit hard fouls. Yeah, that's what I say, D-Dan. What the we're down 3. He said we're naive to think money is not affecting the calls. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like these officials got sports bet on. They know what the line. Cavs is a 10.5 point favorite in this game anyway. Yeah. So this is the quarter they're going to use to get the Cavs to get up. They up 3 right now. The Knicks be missing shots, and they're gonna help the Cavs with some calls right now. Even the Knicks get the ball, Knicks could be driving. Josh Hart could drive down the lane and get mugged. They ain't even gonna call it because, like I said, they're gonna help the Cavs to get some more points. And then you're going to watch. They're going to call some little suspect foul on the other end.
Thank you. They got to make this call, man. Thank you.
Kenny Atkinson in his first season with the Cavs. All right, Knicks with the ball. DeLon Wright with the ball. Guarded by Mitchell. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's like, bro. He's been doing it all game long, and then he's mad. Bro, you see, this is what I'm be talking about with these guys. Mad about a call. Now, Mitchell, if you was on the other end and a guy was playing you like that, you don't think those are fouls? You won't be mad about that? This is what I'm talking about with players. They want to do things on the other end, but they don't want it done to them. All right. Knicks inbounds to Wright. But Knicks down 3. Now they got to start scoring. Wright with the ball out to Josh Hart. Wide open. 3-point shot. Can't make it. This is what Knicks got to make these shots. Cavs with the ball now. Mitchell with the ball. Mitchell to Mobley. Mobley around the Mobley screen. Mitchell in the lane. Shot is up and good. 73-68. 5-point Cavs lead. Knicks with the ball. Hart inbounds to Bridges. Bridges guarded by Mobley. Bridges with the ball at the top of the key. Over to Josh Hart, and he loses it to Max Strus, and the ball is stolen right back by Bridges. Bridges with the ball over to DeLon Wright, down to Josh Hart for the layup underneath. 73-70. Cavs inbounds to Mitchell. Mitchell with the ball, guarded by Bridges. Mitchell, step back 3-point shot is up and good. 76-70. They making shots. Up 6 now. Knicks with the ball. Josh Hart with the ball. Hart with the ball over to Towns, guarded by Mobley. Guarded by Mobley. Allen also over there too, clogging up the lane. Towns down the lane. Shot is back. That should have been a foul on what's that? He pulled his jersey, man. Towns shot. See, this one that's what I'm talking about, man. That's crazy, bro. 76-72. Cavs with the ball. Mitchell around a Allen screen, and he is fouled by Bridges.
But I like that DeLon Wright gives us an extra opportunity to get the ball. He goes in for the rebound and stuff like that.
Of course. That's what I'm saying, right.
Where's McKell? Come on. We need all hands on deck with rebounding. Like, yo, come on, get in there. Where's McKell and OG
I keep telling
you.
That's what we keep saying. We keep saying the rebounds are there. The balls are there to get the rebounds. And with the missed shots, you got to go get the ball. Donovan Mitchell with 21 in the game, 10 in the third quarter. He should have had like 3 fouls or 4 fouls and go sit down. Sorry, Cavs inbound the ball to Allen. Allen with the ball down the lane. Shot is up and in. Look, he got fouled by Towns. No call. 78-72. Knicks with the ball over to OG Anunoby. OG over to Bridges. Towns with the ball. Towns. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Okoro. Towns should have passed that ball back out. You double team you. That was Garland with a double dribble. That should have been a call too. Garland fakes a shot in the lane. Back out to Okoro. Wide open 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Hart with the ball. Out to DeLon Wright, wide open. Those shots, they was making those shots early on. They're not making them shots now. 78. Okoro down the lane. Shot is up and in. Cavs go up by 8 points. Knicks inbounds, DeLon Wright over to Towns. Towns over to Bridges, guarded by Okoro. Bridges around the Towns screen. Bridges in the lane, out to Josh Hart, to OG Anunoby, guarded by Garland, now guarded by Merrill. OG, and he slips and falls. I don't even know what's going on. OG down the lane, shot is up, no good, but his put back in is good. There should have been a foul on Merrill too. That's what I'm saying. That's how they protect these guys without calling no fouls. Got to call those fouls, man. All right, Garland around the Mobley screen. Shot is up and good. 82-74, 8-point game. Knicks got to be making shots because the Cavs are making shots. The Cavs will extend this lead. Josh Hart got fouled, no calls to Towns, and no call. It's just ridiculous. That's what I said. Sometimes you don't even want to watch basketball, like I said, bro.
They just got to listen. The Knicks has just got to tighten up their D at this point. Everybody got work hand in hand off these screens, off everything, and like, yo, we make the shots tougher for them, and we get our shots back. We could be back in this.
Yeah, like I said, that's what I'm saying. When people be watching the games and seeing like this is like, yo, these guys are good. These guys, some of these guys are not good defensive players. You could just watch them. Like I said, the officials make some of these guys a defensive player. They're not defensive players. You know what I'm saying? All right, Cavs with the ball. Looks like they took a point away from the Cavs. It might have been that 3-point shot was a 2-point shot. Knicks with the ball stolen by Precious Achiuwa, and he is fouled by Jared Allen. That should be a breakaway foul. That should be a clear path. That should be a clear path. But I don't know if Merrill was there, but I mean that should have been a clear path. So 7-point Cavaliers lead, 3:43 left to go in the third quarter. Man, what are you discussing? Just go to the monitor and look. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do to see if there's a clear path.
I would think so. It was the whole point.
Or even if it's not a clear path, it got to be a take foul. You got to shoot a free throw. I mean, a technical and then get the ball. I mean, if it's not a clear path, it's got to be a take foul because you got to, you know what I'm saying? It got to be either one of those calls. It just can't be a common foul because at the end of the day, you're stopping a dude from from getting a fast break. So it's either going to be a clear path or it's going to be a take foul.
That's it. The Knicks just got to calm down. Like, calm down, play ball. Calm down, make shots. Calm down.
They just got to make shots. They got to make shots, bro. Now, like I said, now they got to make these shots that they were making in the first half. Now you get, like I said, this is the time of the game, and you're still getting the same shots, the same looks. You just got to make them.
Right.
That's all it is. Just make them. It's like, hey, we need some money players, man. I know Merrill tried to run up there as fast as he can. Yo, that still should be a clear path, man. It gotta be a clear path or what you call it. Because he had got fouled way before Merrill got past him. So that gotta be either a clear path or it gotta be a take foul. Would you say Tyron Hall clear path foul? A blind man could see that. Yeah, I know you can see that, man. It's like, yo, it
It
don't
is a
take that
clear path
long. Why?
foul.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. It's like why it taking so long? It's like, yo, you can see that within a second,
Well, of course, he
and that's
stole
what
the
it is.
ball. He was going to go in for a layup. Why? Exactly. You didn't want him to get that layup because, right? If he's got to shoot it, Precious. Yeah, well, he's shooting a free throw. You know,
Well, now what I'm
he's
saying, well, at
missing
least we
anyway.
get, listen, at least we can a couple of free throws and a ball back and stuff like that. But hey, yeah. But this is like I said, this is a time of game where free throws are important, man. You got to make these
Okay.
free throws. You know what I'm saying? Got to make some of these free throws and take advantage of this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And get the ball. Got to make the shot, man. All right, Precious at the free throw line,
Mm.
all by himself. His first free throw is up and it's good. OG getting a breather on the bench. Precious's second free throw is up and is also good. 81-76, much needed free throws. Knicks will inbound. Precious shot them things like he knew he was making them.
Well, still listen, much better from the other night.
Acting
That's what I
like
can
he was
tell
like
you.
he was making that thing. So Towns is out, Townsend and Anobi's out. Knicks inbound. Shamit over to DeLon Wright. Right with the ball over to Precious Achua, back to right, guarded by Garland at the top of the key. Right with the ball over to Achua at the elbow, guarded by Hunter. Achua with the ball over to Josh Hart. Hart with the ball, guarded by Hunter. Josh Hart down the
That's a
lane, lays
look.
it up and in. 81-78. Cavs inbounds. Hunter over to Sam Merrill. Merrill over to Allen. Allen trying to find Merrill back door. And the pass is deflected, stolen by Josh Hart. That was a foul by Merrill over to DeLon Wright. Alley-oops to Precious Achua, and it's a 1-point game, 81-80. Cavs inbounds Garland to Okoro, back to Garland. 2:59 left to go in the third quarter. Garland around Allen's screen. Garland down the lane, throws it out to Hunter, out to Okoro, back to Hunter, guarded by Shamit. Hunter in the lane. Shot is up and good, 83-80.
Mm.
All right, Knicks inbounds. Shamit inbounds. Over to Hart. Hart over to Achua. Back to Hart. Knicks down 3. Over to Mikal Bridges. Around Achua screen. Bridges with the ball. Over to Josh Hart. Fakes a 3-point shot. Over to DeLon Wright. His step back 3-point. Nope. He fakes it. Josh Hart. Hart. Fall away 3-point shot. Oh my God. It's good. Beat the shot clock. 83 all. Cavs inbounds to Garland. Garland at the top of the key. Garland down the lane. Floater is up and good. 85-83. Cavs go back up by a basket. And let's go Knicks. That's right, Dewani. Let's go Knicks. You already know the vibes. Knicks inbound. Shamit over to Josh Hart. Down 2. Hart guarded by Merrill. Hart down the lane. Shot is up. No good. And it'll be Knicks ball. Hart is like, where's the foul? He got pushed out. And these officials be like, no, you didn't get fouled. You didn't get fouled. He's like, Merrill can't guard nobody out there. That's what I'm be saying. I don't know. I'll just be like, they know them boys can't guard nobody.
Come on, guys. It's like, yo, look at the clock, dude. Like,
all right. Knicks inbounds right over to Achua, to back to right, over to Josh Hart. There's only 4 seconds to Bridges. Bridges out to DeLon Wright. His shot is up. No good. 24-second shot clock violation. It'll be Cavs ball up 2. 1:35 left to go. And Thibodeau is mad. Tibbs is mad right now. He's RC said back and forth we go. Right. All right. Mitchell with the ball. Mitchell guarded by Bridges. Mitchell at the top of at the logo. Over to Allen. Mobley in the lane to Okoro cutting back door for the layup. 87-83. Poor communications on defense for the Knicks. Knicks with the ball. Shamit over to Precious Achua. Achua looking. Finds Josh Hart. Hart with the ball. Hart Over to Shamet, and it's stolen by Okoro, who goes in for the dunk, and is a 6-point Cavaliers lead, 89-83. Shamet inbounds to right. He said, not looking at the clock is unacceptable. Yeah, you're supposed to know that when you inbound the ball, you can see how many seconds on the shot clock. It's supposed to be up in your head. Knicks inbound the ball, and it's Bridges with the ball, guarded by Mobley at the top of the 3-point line. Bridges looking, finds Shamet. His step back 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Mitchell, and here comes the Cavs. 37 seconds left to go. Mitchell split between two players. Mitchell in the lane, throws it back door to Okoro. Okoro looking, finds Merrill backdoor to DeAndre Hunter for the layup. 91-83, 8-point Cavaliers lead. Knicks inbounds. Cavs on an 8-0 run. Last 2 minutes. Knicks Hart with the ball. 17 seconds left to go in the quarter. Over to Bridges at the top of the key, guarded by Hunter around a Precious Achua screen. 7 seconds left to go. Bridges guarded by Mobley. Bridges in the lane. His step back shot is no good. Rebounded by Bridges. Shot is up, no good, but he is fouled and he'll go to the free throw line. Wow.
There's no
Bridges
moving.
get his free throw.
They're getting too stagnant right now. They gotta make it happen. Everybody's got to stay within what's put them there. Like, come on, don't fall off now. Now everybody's like letting the game get the best of them. Play within the game.
Bridges' first free throw is good. 91-84. 2.6 seconds left to go in the quarter. Cavs up by 7. Bridges' second free throw is up and is also good. 91-85. He said, we about to find out who wants it. Yeah, in the fourth quarter, we're going to find out who wants the game. All right, Cavs inbounds. Okoro inbounds. 2.6 seconds left to go. 91-85. 6-point Knicks lead. Okoro inbounds to Mitchell. Shot is up. No good. And that is the end of the third quarter. Cavaliers turn a 7-point deficit into a 6-point lead. Cavs is down by 7 at half. Now they up by 6. So the Cavs outscored the Knicks by 13 in that third quarter to go up 91-85. And I want to thank everybody tapping in, man, for this live stream, Knicks versus Cavs, man. If this is your first time to the Man Cave podcast, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man, and also share it on all social media platforms. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe, man. It costs you nothing. It is free, man. Just hit that like and subscribe button, man. But like I said, going into this fourth quarter, hey, this is when the Knicks got to dig down deep. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, all hands on deck. Everybody got to make their shots, man. Be aggressive and don't, like I said, I don't want to see nobody hesitating and, you know what I'm saying, and being not confident. You got to have that confidence in the fourth quarter, man. Make some sharp, decisive moves. You know what I'm saying? I want to see more motion, you know what I'm saying, more movement on offense for the Knicks. Because, like I said, when you get stagnant, that's what happens, man. You're not sure what's going on. Hey, you keep moving without the basketball. Good things happen when you move without the basketball. You're going to get backdoor cuts, going to get easy layups and stuff like that, man. And as well, you tie the other team out if you're moving around a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? But if you're just stagnant, that ain't doing no good. It's making it easier for the defense to defend you.
It's not doing nothing for us. It's just keeping us to one shot and done, and then fast breaking the other way.
And losing leads, right? We done lost the lead now.
Well, that's what's happening. You know what I mean? Like, get in there, crash the boards, all hands on deck trying to get the boards. Like, everything is needed. I don't like the rotation that he's doing. He should at least have Kolek in a lot earlier in the third quarter.
He didn't even play the whole third. He didn't even play the whole third
quarter.
quarter. I don't even think
he played right in the whole third quarter. I don't like that road. He's got to bring him in for him. Like, at that point, you're overplaying right for something. Now you could get another dude in there to relieve that ball pressure or bring the ball up or whatever. He's got to make adjustments. Stop letting the game just get where it is and you're not making the right adjustments. Come on, there's no way. Now, Delon Wright has to come out the game. Now you're going to force to put Kolek in, and he's going to be cold coming in the fourth quarter.
And looking at the baseball score, man, Yankees losing 4-0, man. Bottom of the seventh, they haven't scored no runs. What's going on, man? I know they came in with the torpedo bats. And the torpedo bats was
game,
smoking.
I thought they was going to win. Yeah. They had like 13 strikeouts in that last game. I thought they had that game. Mets pulled out against the Marlins in overtime, and extra innings on overtime. Extra innings.
Yeah. All right, we about to find out in this fourth quarter, man. Knicks down 6, man. Like I said, let's see if they can outscore. They're gonna have to outscore the Cavs to win this one. They're gonna have to outscore them by a
They
couple of
have
baskets
to.
or something. If they
Have
want
to.
to get this dub, like I said, the game is right here. This game is a winnable game for the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? They came in as an underdog, but the way they played in the first half, man, it gave them a chance because like I said, they came in how they should have been playing in games like this anyway. Competitive.
Mm.
If you play with some competitiveness, like I said, the good things is gonna happen. All right, starting the fourth quarter right now. Cassidy Hubbard. All right, Cavs inbounds. Mitchell with the ball. Up 6. Mitchell at the top of the key, guarded by Shaman. Over to Mobley. Wide open 3-point shot. Precious, where are you at? 94-85. I don't know where you at, Precious. I mean, your man is out there. You got to pay attention, man. All right. It's a 9-point Cavs lead. Kolig in the game now. Over to Bridges. Guarded by Merrill. Bridges. Fall away shot. Stop with the fall away shots, bro. That's not going to help us. Cavs rebound. Mitchell saves the ball in the Merrill. Back to Mitchell. Up 9. Mitchell with the ball. Around the Mobley screen. Mitchell down the lane. Step back jump shot is up and good. And just like that is an 11-point Cavalier lead. 96-85. Knicks got to score. OG inbounds to Kolig. Kolig with the ball. Over to Mitchell, who fouls Bridges. Like I said, Mitchell should have been fouled out this game. All right, Knicks inbounds to Shamit around our Chua screen. Look like the Cavs has picked up their tempo. To Kolig down the lane. Kolig. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Okora, and he's fouled by Precious Achua. Got to score. Down 11. Because before you know it, only down 11. You keep at this pace, the Cavs are going to keep extending their lead, man. All right. Mitchell with the ball.
Oh, my goodness.
Mitchell. Guarded by Shaman at the top. Over to Merrill. Wide open 3-point shot. Merrill is no good. Rebounded by the Cavs. Mobley out to Okora. Out to Mitchell. Mitchell guarded by Shamit. Mitchell out to Okora. Wide open. His 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Mobley. And it should be. Did that go off of Mobley's foot? Said it's Cavs ball. I thought it went off might have went off my foot. I thought it went off Mobley's foot when it got hit. All right. Mobley. Oh, it might have went off a Kolik's foot, but all right, Cavs are inbound up 11. Early fourth quarter, 10:21 left to go. And Mitchell inbounds to Mobley. Mobley guarded by Towns.
It's a bad matchup.
Shot is up, no good. That's not. I mean, that was a foul, but like I said, that foul right there, like I said, you gonna call that foul, you got to call a foul on the other end. That's all I'm saying. Because that dude done got fouled way worse than that. Than you calling for Mobley. But like I said, this is what they keep doing. This is what they keep doing.
I do understand, but it's a bad matchup.
Yeah, all of a sudden, nobody can score. Damn cardiac Knicks. Yeah. Mobley. It's not a bad matchup for Towns because, like I said, these guys should have all been fouled out the game. These guys have been fouling way worse on the other end. Like I said, they saving these guys. Mobley and Allen been fouling all game long. Two of them guys can't even handle that one dude. They fouling, like I said, they should have been fouled out this game. All right, Knicks with the ball. Kolig. Fouled by Merrill at the top, no call. You get fouled all up, no call. Over to Towns. Towns with the ball is like, yo, all defensive 3 seconds. Like I said, they just got the lane clogged up.
Mm-hmm.
And Precious Achua finally gets a call. Like I said, Mobley and Allen should have been fouled out this game, and Mitchell should have fouled out this game. These guys been fouling all game long. That's why when they play other teams like Boston and OKC, they, like I said, because they calling them fouls. All right, Achua at the free throw line. Knicks down 13 points, man. Achua's first free throw is no good. Now we got to start making shots, man. Shachua's second free throw is up and is good. 98-86, 12-point lead. But like I said, Knicks got to start hitting some field goals. Got to get some shots. Got to start hitting some field goals, man. Because like I said, the Cavs are stretching out their lead. Cavs up 12. Mitchell with the ball, guarded by OG. Mitchell at the top of the key. Fakes a three-point shot over to Merrill. Merrill with the ball over to Mobley. Mobley guarded by Precious Achua and turns the ball over. It'll be Knicks ball. All right, Knicks inbounds. Shamit inbounds to Kolig. Kolig with the ball over to Towns. Towns faked the three-point shot, and they call a foul on that. See, that's what I'm talking about. You don't call a foul. No. What I'm saying is you call a foul on a play where he's not going to go to the free throw line. But when he's driving and he's about to, you don't want to call a foul because you don't want to put him on the free throw line. Those calls are makeup calls that has no bearings on what you're doing. Because on his driving calls, you're not making a call because you don't want him going to the free throw line. You're calling out at the top of the 3-point line because that's not a shooting foul. So you're making it seem like the fouls are like, oh, it is like they only had like 2 more fouls called than what you call is like that's not true. All right, it's true with the putback, and there's a 10-point game, 9:08 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cavs with the ball. Mitchell in the lane. His step back, thought about it, pass it out to Strus. Strus to Mobley. Mobley, his shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Towns over to Kolig. Kolig with the ball. Kolig looking, finds Shamit. Shamit over to OG Anunoby, down low in the post with Mitchell. OG, shot is up, no good, got fouled, no call. Here comes Mitchell with the ball. Like I said, Mitchell out to Mobley. Mobley, his 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebound, Shamit, Strus get the rebound and puts it right back up and in. It says like 100-88, 12-point game. Kolig over to Towns. Towns, the shot is up and good. Whatever, 100-90.
That's it. Listen, make your shots easy. Lose. You're not.
Cavs with the ball. Mitchell with the ball. Around the screen. Mitchell, step back jump shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Shamit. Shamit out to Kolig. Kolig with the ball. Knicks down 10. Kolig looking to Towns. Over to Shamit. Wide open. 3-point shot. Of course, not making it. Cavs with the ball. Shoots over to Mitchell. 3-point shot. Yeah, he made his. 103-90. 13-point Cavaliers lead. All right, Knicks with the ball. Kolig inbound. Kolig with the ball out to Towns. Towns fake the shot by Mobley. Towns in the lane and out of bounds. It's Cavaliers ball. Yeah. 13-point lead. Like I said, this game was bad. The Cavs are not, like I said, it's a 13-point lead, but like I said, it's not even feel like a blowout because this game has been right here. You know, everybody like, Knicks getting blown out right now. They're getting blown out. I was like, it wasn't a blowout. Like I said, this game was right here for the taking, man. Cavs inbound the ball. Strus with the ball over to Allen to Merrill. Merrill over to Garland. Garland out to Merrill. His 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded. And Cavaliers keep getting a rebound. That's just what the problem. Garland, another 3-point shot. Knicks got to get on the boards. And nobody had the ball, and it gets stolen. Jump ball. And Nobi said, I need a timeout, bro. He said, I need a timeout.
These dudes is not right to what they calls.
You can't beat the refs and the Cavs. Yeah, I know, man. Oh, man. It's like, hey, but like I said, the game is still here. You just got to make shots, man. Let's just make these shots, man. Like I said, the game's right here, bro. Just got to make shots. If you ain't making no shots, though, it's like, ain't no way you're going to come back because going to the free throw line and waiting for them to call a foul ain't going to get you back in there. You got to make some 3-point shots and make some bad, you know what I'm saying? Cut this lead down, get some defensive stops.
And we got to get stops.
Right, you got to get stops. But guess what? We're getting stops. We're just not getting a rebound. That's what the problem is. I mean, these guys are getting like second chance points and third chance. I was like, that's part of the problem. If the Knicks was rebounding on every if the Cavs was one and done, we won't be down 13. But they're getting second chance opportunity and they're putting it back, or they, you know what I'm saying? That's why I keep saying that's what the problem is with the Knicks on defense. It's also is the rebounding. Guys got to get rebound. There's enough rebound to go around for everybody to get 7-8 rebounds. They're not getting the rebounds.
Not at
Let
all.
me look at the rebound stats. Yeah, Mikal Bridges only has 2 rebounds in this game. In 31 minutes, 2 rebounds. OG Anunoby, 5 rebounds in this game. Towns is the only double with 11. Josh Hart only has 4 rebounds. Got 19 points, has 4 rebounds. DeLon Wright has 3 rebounds. On off the bench, Precious Achiuwa with 6. Landry Shamet played 23 minutes, has 1 rebound in the game. Precious Achiuwa played 20, got 6 rebounds. Landry Shamet, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart for one thing tonight, but DeLon Wright. But these other guys got to get rebounds. There's a lot of missed shots to go around. Everybody should be getting a lot of rebounds. There's a lot of missed shots.
All the way around.
Is one thing if the other team is hot, they're making everything they throw up. But if they give you opportunities to get rebounds, you got to go get the rebound. You know what I'm saying? The boards are there to go get the rebounds. Knicks got 32 rebounds and the Cavs got 33, so they're right around it. But like I said, a lot of those rebounds, when the rebounds the Cavs getting, should be Knicks rebounds. They're just not getting a rebound. He said, we're better than average, but we're not good yet. Yeah, like I said, man, just got to get the whole band back together with Mitchell Robinson. See, when Mitchell Robinson gives us that rebounding aspect that we've been getting these rebounds tonight that we're not getting, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it can't just be on Mitchell Robinson, Karl Anthony Towns, and Hart. These other guys got to get rebounds. That's part of the problem.
And nevertheless, blocking shots. But yeah. Mitchell Robinson would be the enforcer. With Mobley, he's got to put more arc on his shot. He could change a lot of the shots as well.
Oh yeah, but see the thing when Mitchell's in there, he control that paint because, like I said, he's getting those offensive rebounds, and then he's like I said, he's anchored down there, so they ain't putting them shots up like the way because he'll reject them shots. They know that. Like I said, that dude neutralized both of them guys in the playoffs. Man, there was 2 of those guys on it. He dominated both of them guys, playing like a grown man out there. But like I said, it's still the same thing, just like in Towns tonight. Towns is dominating them guys. They just not calling the fouls. Because there's no way that OG and Anunoby got 4 fouls, Towns got 4. Let me see what Allen and what fouls they got. Evan Mobley has 4 personal fouls. Jared Allen has 2. They got 6 fouls between both of them. Donovan Mitchell has 3 fouls now. Like I said, he should have been fouled out the game. All right, it's gonna be a jump ball. Knicks, the Cavs up 13, 6:59 left to go. Jump ball is up. Josh Hart with the ball. Josh Hart shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Landry Shamet, and he just can't even put it back. He's soft. And foul on the play by Kolek. Jesus Christ. Could have been a putback by Shamet.
Should have been a layup by Josh Hart. I don't know how he missed a layup.
Like I said, this is what I said. They outscored the Knicks in the second half, 50-30 in the second half. A lot of it, like I said, you got to play stronger. You got to play strong at certain points again. This is the time of the game you got to play strong. And good play by Shamet off of Garland foot. But like I said, Knicks got to play strong, meaning you got to make shots and put shots in. You can't, like I said, you got to be aggressive on the offensive end, and like I said, and be production. All right, Knicks inbounds. Kolek with the ball. Over to Bridges. Bridges back to Kolek. Kolek over to Josh Hart. Hart in the lane to Shamet. 3-point shot from the corner, no good. You call a foul on Kolek. That is not a foul. That dude was going for the ball with one hand. That was not a foul. So I keep talking about these soft fouls that they calling, man. You got people be going over the back of people. You're not calling no fouls, but a guy who reaches his arm out and push the ball out of his hand is like, oh, that's a foul. All right. Cavs with the ball. Garland around the double screen with Allen. Garland down to Allen for the dunk. Nobody else stepped up in there. 105-90, 15-point Cavs lead. Like I said, the Cavs are scoring. The Knicks have just stopped scoring. So that's a Towns with a 3-point shot from. Why would you take that shot?
Exactly.
105-90. You don't need that type of shot, bro. Cavs with the ball now. It's Garland with the ball, looking, finds Strus. Strus back to Garland, up 15, around Allen's screen. Garland in the lane, shot is up and in off the glass, and it's a 17-point lead. And just like that, like I said, Cavs blowing out the Knicks right now. Like I said, this game was not like this about 5 minutes ago. Kolek shot up in the lane, no good, but he'll go to the free throw line on Garland.
But that's what we need him to do. Kolek has got to be. He's got to be a lot stronger and think about that type of shot. But again, you're talking about again being thrusted into a role that you're not ready for.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Like he had the Sixers game. I think he should have played more minutes in that game to get in that. You know what I mean? To get ready for this game. It's like I don't know.
Kolek's first free throw is no good, and he has to shoot. Kolek got to shoot better too, bro. I mean, he came out of Marquette as an assist dude and a shooter. He got to shoot the ball better too. He get them shots, got to make them shots, especially them wide open shots. Second free throw was good. 107-91, 16-point Cavaliers lead. Cavs inbound. Strus over to Garland. Garland with the ball, guarded by Bridges across the timeline over to Allen. Allen with a pick-off screen, no call. Out to Garland. Garland fakes the Strus. DeAndre Hunter, 3-point shot is no good. And Josh Hart, how you didn't get the – I don't know what Hart doing tonight in today's game, man. Rebound was right to you. All right, Cavs are inbound.
Yo, these dudes don't want to win. Get out of here.
This is what happens, bro. All right, Garland with the ball. Over to Hunter, almost a turnover. Okoro fakes the shot. 3-point shot is up. No good. And Hart didn't even get the rebound. And the Cavs is outworking the Knicks right now on the rebounds. They just outworking the Knicks. And slapping the ball around and other people's getting the ball. Garland in lane, back to Allen, lays it up and in, and it's an 18-point game, 109-91. Knicks inbounds to Josh Hart. Hart over to Towns. Towns down the lane. Shot is blocked by Allen. Wow, here comes over to Okoro. Okoro over to Strus. Strus over to Okoro. 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Throws it ahead to Towns. Towns can barely get up off the floor. You can see that's why he got a shot. Like you can see he barely getting off the floor on. He can't. Yo, that dude needs a shot, man. Knees look shot. Not a good sign towards the end of the season. Garland with the ball over to Okoro. Okoro over to DeAndre Hunter. Hunter fakes. Hunter fall away shot is up. Good. Should have been a foul too. 111-93. Knicks inbounds to Josh Hart. Hart shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Towns up and in. 111-95. Timeout.
Wow. He was fouled. He was fouled by. Oh my goodness.
I know, man, but like I said, this is how like I said this is how they control games. But yeah, he got blocked. But like I said, he barely can get off the ground, man.
Well, you look at that. You can't go by that play, because he tried a Euro step like Mitchell did the other day. He can't. His footwork is not like that. But I mean,
no, but like I said, you can tell. Like I said, the dude is not what you call it. You can see his lift off the ground. He don't have the lift. Like I said, he's playing through a leg injury and stuff like that. He can get off the ground. And like I said, it's the same thing like when Embiid played. They was talking about Embiid was playing on one leg in the playoff. We knew he was hurt, but he still played through it. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't healthy. Just like Towns ain't healthy. He's not healthy, but he's still giving these guys the work. You know what I'm saying? If his dude was healthy, he'd be that much better. So that's why I can't even go off it. Like I said, this dude playing through it. Like I said, I don't even know if he's going to play from game to game. Like I said, they get 3 days rest off, which is good. You know what I'm saying? Till Saturday. But they got a back-to-back. They got a Saturday and a Sunday game because he's going to play in one of those games. He's not playing in both of those games. That's the thing, because like you said, they got to try. Is the playoffs coming up, so they got to try to keep him. You know what I'm saying, as much as they can before the playoff, because you don't want him being out for the season. So I mean, he's just playing through this thing. That's what I'm saying. It's just the worst time of year for him to be, with that type of injury compared to like if it's the beginning of the year. But it's the end of the
And
season when we need
who
you
we
to
got
playoff. It's gonna
Saturday?
be
Portland?
no, got the Hawks. They got the Hawks Saturday. Then they got
Geez.
is Portland or Phoenix or something like that.
Phoenix, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think maybe they could rest them against the Phoenix, because then they're not going to pay Mitchell on a back-to-back game. So because
Yeah.
either Mitchell's going to play, he's going to play Saturday, and you can sit Towns.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then you play him against Phoenix, but I don't even know, because then they're not going to play Mitchell for the Phoenix game.
Yeah, they're not gonna. Yeah, they'll play one of them. They play probably Towns on Saturday, or they're gonna play Mitchell on Saturday against the Hawks, and then play Towns on the next day against Phoenix. They'll alternate them.
Yeah, but we gotta. I mean, at this point, like, I don't mind DeLon Wright right now. Kolick is like he needs more time, but at this point in the game, you're not going to get much other than what you're getting out of him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we got to get Deuce or Payne. One of them's got to be ready
Right,
for
but
Saturday.
that's the thing. Like I said, these guys are not starters. Like we gotta stop looking at them like they are. You know what I'm saying? They just helping out for right now. So I mean, the little
Correct.
that they can give us, like in about 8-minute stretch or 9-minute stretch in the game that they play, is going to be great compared to them playing from 30 something minutes in the whole game, which they're not. You know what I'm saying? It's like these guys are just filling in, which is a good thing, because like I said, with the more time they get, it's like at least in the playoffs. And you know what I'm saying? If he keeps playing them, and say, I know when they get these guys back, these guys ain't really gonna play. And that's the whole thing, though. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and then you go in the playoffs, he's gonna shorten his rotation to 8 people, right? So he probably just gonna have Mitchell Robinson, Shaman, and Deuce McBride and Payne, those 4 or something like that. Precious might not even play that much, depending on, like, if Mitchell, you know what I'm saying, if he doesn't start him, or you know what I'm saying, coming off the bench.
He should, because you should use Precious for the relief of OG or Mikel for that extra power forward position.
Mm-hmm. All right, 111.95, 3:55 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cavs with the ball. Mitchell with the ball over to Garland. Garland almost got the pass stolen to Towns. To Allen. Shot is up, no good, but he is fouled. So Allen will be at the free throw line. Man, oh man. He said hopefully Brunson gets back soon. Yeah, Brunson will probably be back next 3 or 4 games before the season's over. Man, oh man, hang in there, y'all. Yeah, I know, man. That's when you're gonna do a Duke game. You run out of opportunities. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they make it next Monday championship. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna most likely do the Duke game on Saturday instead of the Knicks. I'll do the Duke, because like Duke playing Houston in that March Madness, and then the Monday, if they make it or they don't make it, I'm still gonna do that Monday game too. So I'm gonna do the college game on Saturday and the championship game on Monday. He said I would rest Karl Anthony Towns the Hawks game and have him play against the Suns. Yeah, that's probably what they're gonna do. They're gonna probably put Mitchell Robinson in on against the Hawks on Saturday, and then play Towns against the Suns and give him more days off. All right, Knicks with the ball. Hart over to OG. His shot is up and good. 112.97. Cavs inbounds to Mitchell, over to Garland. Garland with the ball. Garland fall away shot is up and good. Hey, 114.97. Oh, like I said, the players are playing now. The main players are making their shots. That's all it is. All right, OG over to Hart. Hart with the ball over to Towns, and it is stolen by Allen because he telegraphed it. And Allen with the dunk, 116.97. All right, Knicks inbounds. Knicks down by 19 now. Over to Towns, over to OG, back to Towns. Towns with the ball, over to Hart. Wide open. 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Jared Allen, over to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell around the Allen screen. Mitchell in the lane. Mitchell, fall away, jump shot is up and good. 118.97. All he is, these guys are just making shots. That's all it is.
It's over,
and
dude.
look like and talent. And Tibbs empty the bench because, like I said, the Knicks stopped making shots. They stopped making shots. And once that happens, like I said, that's how that leads. I mean, Allen foul, we'll name all up and down. One thing you wish Cat had was more sense of urgency consistently. And you can see even on that play, he couldn't even get back on that, man. Like I said, that's been the thing with the Knicks, man. Every time they get into the playoffs, man, they get key players that's always hurt or like towards the end of the season. Can never have them fully healthy for the playoff run. And both teams about to empty their bench. But like I said, this game was a close game. This game was not a blowout like people will see it. Like they wake up tomorrow and be like, yo, they got blown out. It was not like that throughout the whole game, man. It's just a stretch where it just happens, man. When team go cold and stuff like that, they stop making money. And then, like I said, the other team gets hot. And then, with a little help from, who, like the striped shirts, you know what I'm saying? It helps.
No,
But
big
like I
time.
said, for the most part,
for them.
yeah, but for the most part, like I said, you got to keep making shots though. That's the whole thing. Got to keep making shots. Yeah, you might have lost this game by like 5 or 8 points, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, the Cavs wasn't 20 points better than you in this game throughout this whole game. It was been closer. The Knicks had the lead in this game. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the Knicks fought early in the game, but then like I said, towards the third and the fourth quarters, like, and the Cavs just took control, and and the striped shirts took control too. All right, Cavs with the ball. Porter Jr. with the ball, guarded by Beauchamp. Over to who was that? 30 is that Johnson? Towns with the ball. Towns is still in the game.
Well, he had to shoot the free throw. He couldn't be subbed out. But then why he do that? I don't even know.
But usually after his second free throw, they could sub him out though. Usually they can. I don't know why.
Because they don't stop the clock off of that. They just keep it running after that.
No. What I'm saying is sometimes even when a guy shoots a free throw, like I said, they want to really get him out. They'll just like, after he shoots the free throw, they'll get him out, sub him, and then they'll give him the ball to hand off.
No, they already subbed him 4 guys in between the shot.
Towns free throw is good. 118 to 100. Second free throw is also good. He said, D-Dan said, we'll be good. Brunson comes back on Sunday against the Suns. He'll have 5 games before the playoffs. No worries. Yeah, I know, man. Like I said, Brunson, they're going to get him back in before the, for the playoffs, at least 4 or 5, 3 games before, so they can, get into some little action before the playoffs to get that little rust off. But he should be all right. All right, foul on Knicks to get Towns out the game. 118-101.
Well, this is the game. We needed Towns and we needed Mikal. We got the juice from OG.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we just needed those other pieces to click in. And like I said, I mean, game to game, we'll get. We needed more from Shamet off the bench again, but listen, we can't always duplicate. It's a back-to-back game.
Porter Jr. misses the first, hit the second. 119-103. 119-101, 152 left to go. Knicks with the ball. Kolick with the ball, guarded by Porter Jr. to Beauchamp. His shot is up and good. 119-103. Inbounds to Cavs, inbounds to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. with the ball. Over to Imani Bates, the high school phenom from like 3-4 years ago. Imani Bates. He's still over to Peyton Watson, over to Beauchamp. His 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Imani Bates. But the thing with Imani Bates is like he was one of those can't miss prospect coming out of high school. When he was like his sophomore year, I think he won the Player of the Year in high school, like his sophomore or freshman year. It's like he was one of the guys that was hyping up. He had a lot. You know what I'm saying? Had a lot of hype, and something happened before his high school career was over, and everything just derailed after that. Man, he went to then he went to Memphis, played 1 year, and then he transferred from Memphis and left there and went somewhere else, Eastern Michigan or something. That's where he's from, the Eastern Michigan area. And his career has never took off, man. Like I said, he was the one pegged out of high school as the next, he had next. And just never panned out that way. Never panned out that way because, like I said, some people say, like, early on, you know what I'm saying? He got a little bit too big headed when he was in high school. I don't know, his parents, his dad was probably, you know what I'm saying? It was just like force, you know, say gas him up. It's like this, like you got to work on your game, you got to work on your mental and all that type of stuff. You're talented, but yeah, but talent can only get you but so far, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, because he was like ahead of his class. But by the time he became a senior, the guys that passed him at the top of his class, because you know his freshman and sophomore, he was like the top, head and shoulder above everybody else. All right,
He's got that
103.
6'8", 6'9" frame.
Yeah, like I said, he was balling in high school. His freshman and sophomore year, he was balling. Like I said, when you win like Gatorade Player of the Year and all that stuff as a sophomore, as a freshman, and he was like, yo, this dude is ready. He's next. What he says, Imani's still in the league. I thought he was in the G League, y'all.
No,
Yeah, he been in the G
like
League. He bounced back and forth. But like I said, he's never going to get to that point where he was, like I said, one of those top like players like that in high school. And like I said, and because like I said, some of it, like I said, is mental. Like I said, what's going on behind the scenes is work ethic too. Is like, are you working on your game? All right, and that's the final score. So the Cavs blow out the Knicks 124-105, even though it didn't look like a blowout. But that third and fourth quarter, man, the Cavs, like I said, man, held the Knicks to only 45 points in the second half, man. Knicks was up 60-53 in this game, man. So the Cavs scored, 71 points in the second half, man. They outscored the Knicks 71 to 45 to 40. 45.
It was a whole different team in the second half.
Whole different team. He says going from where he was in Memphis to where Eastern Michigan, I call that hustling backwards. From Memphis to go backwards to Eastern Michigan. Yeah. Well, in the first thing he had first he had committed to Tom Izzo, Michigan State out of high school, you know what I'm saying, as a junior or something like that. So I thought he was going to Tom Izzo, and then all of a sudden before the senior year, and then he got out his commitment and he decided rolling in Memphis. So he went to Memphis with Penny Hardaway, and that didn't work out. So he left the team and stuff like that, and he just transferred to Eastern Michigan, and that was it. But final score from this game, 124-105, man. Let me give you the final stats from this game. Like I said, Knicks fall to 448-28 on the season. Cavs go to 61-15 on the season. Knicks' next game will be Saturday against the Atlanta Hawks, and then Sunday against the Phoenix Suns. But like I said, I'll be doing the Duke Houston game on Saturday night, man. It's going to be an 8:30 game or something like that, the Final Four game. But final score, man, Cavs 124, Knicks 105, man. For the Cavaliers, for the New York Knicks, Mikal Bridges finishes with only 8 points in the game. 8 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds.
We needed more from him, man. That's where you said we was lacking something. We was lacking his scoring.
You know, he only took 6 shots in this game. How you only taking 6 shots in this game? OG 17 shots, at Towns 16 shots, Josh Hart 19 shots, DeLon Wright 9 shots, Precious Achiuwa 9 shots, Landry Shamet 7 shots. Bro, what's going on? And you played 36 minutes.
It was the defense on him. You could say that, but it was the defense. Like, don't listen. The defense that Mitchell was playing on him was fouling ball, but he was overpowering him for him not to really get his shots off.
Yeah, but I don't even, like I said, I'll see the Knicks when they have full strength against the Cavs. Like I said, I don't even.
Oh, for sure.
This game is an anomaly.
Yeah,
So I'm not worried about it. But the thing about it, the Knicks was in this game, and like I said, they just lost it in the third and the fourth quarter. All right, final stats. OG Anunoby finishes with 23 points and 6 assists and 6 rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns, another double-double, 25 points, 13 rebounds. Josh Hart finishes with 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. DeLon Wright finishes with 7 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. Off the bench, Precious Achiuwa with 13 points off the bench, 6 rebounds. Marchand Beauchamp with 4 points. Landry Shamet with 5 points. Tyler Kolek with 1 point and 3 assists. Overall shooting for the Knicks, 40 of 90. The Knicks missed 50 shots for 44%. 3-point shooting, 11 of 36 for 31%. Free throw shooting, 14 of 17 for 82%. Knicks' final rebound tally, 39 rebounds, 24 assists to go with 14 turnovers in the game. Knicks get out rebounded. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, Evan Mobley finishes with 13 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Jared Allen finishes with 21 points, 8 rebounds. Darius Garland, 17 points. Donovan Mitchell, 27 points. Max Strus with 8 points. Off the bench, Imani Bates with 3 points. Naquan Tomlin with 2 points. DeAndre Hunter, the big man off the bench, with 16 points. Isaac Okoro finishes with 11 points off the bench. Sam Merrill with 5 points. And Craig Porter Jr. with a point. Overall shooting for the Cavs, 50 of 94 for 53%. 3-point shooting, 12 of 37 for 32%. Free throw shooting, 12 of 14 for 86%. Rebounds, 44 rebounds, 23 assists to go with 13 turnovers in the game. And once again, final score, Cavs beat the Knicks 124-105. Looking at other scores around the league, 7:13 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Miami Heat still up 102-95 over Boston. 10:43 left to go in the third quarter. Houston up 75-50 over the Utah Jazz. Also, second quarter, 3:20 left to go before half. Atlanta up 61-55 over Dallas. Also, games in the first quarter, San Antonio up 28-16 over Denver. 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Scores that went final: Indiana beat Charlotte 119-105. Washington beat Sacramento 116-111. 9:30 game, Detroit at OKC. And the last game, 10:30 game, New Orleans Pelicans at the Clippers at 10:30. So once again, that is your final score, man. Once again, like I said, man, I want to thank everybody for tapping in from YouTube, Twitter, man, and all social media platforms to the Man Cave Podcast. If this is your first time to my channel, man, please hit that like and subscribe button, man. Also share it on all social media platforms, as well as go subscribe to the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. The link is right there in the chat, man. Our one centralized location for all of our content, man. And make sure you go subscribe to all the great content creators, man. And like I said, hit the like and subscribe button on your way out, man. It is free. It costs you nothing, man. Just hit that like and subscribe button, man, to keep bringing you great content. Like I said, I'll be back Saturday night at 8:30, Duke versus Houston in the Final Four. Like I said, and as always, man, let's go Duke. You already know what it is. D, man. Let me give a shout out to the chat, man. RC, the Hawkeye, you already know what it is, bro. Make sure y'all go subscribe to RC Basketball, man. Like I said, do a lot of WNBA and also as well as WNCAA women's college basketball, man. Great content creator, man. Make sure you go subscribe. D-Dan Shelton, thanks for tapping in. Neymar, as always, thanks for the support. Tyrone Hall, Dewani, you already know what it is, man. Orange and Blue Skies, you know what the vibes is, man. Thank you guys for tapping in, man. Also, let me see who else up there. Neymar, Tyrone. Okay. All right, man. D, any final words, man, on this Knicks loss, man? 124-105 to the Cavs, man, in Cleveland.
Like I said, good game by some of the players that I didn't. Like I said, DeLon Wright. At least you know you got something out of DeLon Wright if you have to use him going down a stretch. I mean, again, we know Kolek needs work. Listen, we played a back-to-back game. Did I expect the Knicks to win this game? To be honest, no. I expected them to play honestly how they played, just not down the stretch how they played. The fact is, I thought they were just going to lose the game from the fatigue factor of playing a back-to-back. But
right,
listen, it's a game that that was there for them. They just got to pull it together. And I guess it's hard when you don't have all your pieces and, you know, some guys are trying to figure out the offense around those other guys. So, listen, good game, good fight. Listen, I wish the outcome was a little different, but, yeah, on to the next. Let's get ready for the playoffs.
All right, man. Well, thank you guys for tapping in, man. Like I said, we will end the stream here, man. Knicks versus the Cavs. Like I said, once again, Cavs winning 124-105. Be back here. Make sure to check out the Man Cave, man, on Saturday night at 8:30, man. Duke versus Houston in the Final Four, man. Let's go, Duke. You already know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Once again, man,
that'll be a good
guys
game,
for tapping in. Yeah. All right, man. We'll see you guys next time, man. Peace.
All right, deuces.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the games play. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalize, mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called The Man Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Remain calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along, the show's on. The host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling, the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know who it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean, we about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S.G.O.D. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly,